I know you want me. I know you want me. I know you want me. Got it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Linda, say. Let me stop, y'all.
Yeah. I should have had my guitar, yo.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get your guitar, bro. Go get it. It's Freestyle Wednesday. That's what we're doing today. Freestyle Wednesday. We're just going to look at the charts and be like, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay, didn't know that. All right. Actually, let me go and
that
get
was amazing drumming, brother. Yes.
Right? Peaceful. Hold on. First, peaceful greetings. Peaceful greetings. Namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam. I self-law and master. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey here at Morocco at northwest of Maxim. How are you all? And I'm here with my magnificent broskidoskis. They are.
Brother Alim L. All is well. Listen to my words at a tale of tales.
Oh man, this man's a lyrical genius. Do you hear him?
Astro.
Yes. Islam.
Let's do it.
Islam. I am Terrell Tamari Bey. I am. Islam.
Islam. All right, let me get this
oh man.
PDF open over here. So I don't, I like to use multiple, devices so I can do this what I do. All right. So let me get this calendar set this way so I know.
Man.
It's a pure freestyle Wednesday, man. Great energy. Shout out to the Oracle, right? Great energy, right? Shout out to all the elders that really inspired me to do what I'm doing so that I could be able to share with my brothers. Because it's a lot. You meet a lot of people, a lot of characters, a lot of actors, and they, sincere people are few and far between. So out of the 7 years, out of the 7 years and where we are now, man, and just dealing with, pay attention to the sincere ones, right? 9 times out of 10, real, when something's real, what I mean? It kind of just hits your soul. So there's one thing about, that I enjoy doing is just being consistent. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I also enjoy is just always telling the truth. Bros, bros, back me up. If I'm lying, I'm flying, right? So just let it be known. I'd rather lose your friendship telling the truth than trying to keep you as my brother by lying and bullshitting.
Yeah, or any, any band. That's just the foundation of,
Yeah, we're real men.
Yeah, living by truth. Not my truth, though. It's not my truth. Like it's it's the truth. I'm not living by my, it's not subjective, right? Yeah.
Because here at Seven Hill Star, let me stop, yo. No, but I'm just saying, it's like, if we were like an astrological like group, like, how they got the music industry and we're like this astrological, we're like the Astro Backstreet Boys or like Astro NSYNC, I guess. So kind of we're like the Astro Take Six. Those that know Take
Come
Six.
on. Yeah, okay, yep.
Yeah, I think that's Claude McKnight. That Brian McKnight's brother is in Take Six. It's like a six top, and they did actually do really great acapella. Claude McKnight is Brian McKnight's brother or whatever. So, and I think he's in the Take Six. They kind of do more of what they call the God spell, gospel, music. However, I think that's Take Six. That is Take Six, right? It is Take Six. Because it's 6 of them. Anyway, where was I going with that? It's like with us, right? We're giving you guys what you need. Yes, it is a community service. We're about the Freestyle Wednesday. I got, this here, but I think I'm gonna screen share here to bring it up though. I'm not sure. Maybe I should log in here on this. I'm not sure, but it is what it is. I think I want to bring it here. Just go out for a second, then I'll come back. But we're gonna, if you're out there and you are a part of another singing group, right? There's a different singing group out there that's not national. And sometimes, those groups, they're thwarted easily by weak-minded femininity, right? And so, I just wanted to just, introduce you guys to the idea, but you feel like it's a bunch of people that have simp-like tendencies. Well, you've heard first today from Seven Hill Star. We're going to come up with our own term for that. It's symptencies. All right. Make sure you come to 7hillstar.com And you learn from, I'm gonna tell you what we do. You can actually, there's a lot of sincere Moors out there. Shout out to Brother Cujo Adwo L and Mainland Moors. You know, you know, you gotta find out who the sincere Moors are, right? I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what has transpired, I know exactly where people are. What you say, brother? Jag, my bad. I ain't
There's many of them. It's few, but they're so sharp. It makes it seem like so many. Yeah.
Right. So with that, it's like, yeah, RV Bay Publications is where we got our start. I mean, I'm gonna speak for myself, so guys, go there. You see what I'm saying? So you can get your foundation tight. Moore's Heritage and History School. That's what was solid for me. Go back in them archives and listen. You know what I mean? People got these microwave results and stuff that they want, and a lot of people are vulnerable to symptoms. Because
stop using the microwave. Just use the oven. Just put the oven on. You know,
so they can't fight the temptation. Right? They can't fight the temptation. So you know, it's almost, matter of fact, like I said, we're gonna, what was the album called? What's the album called? If they were a singing group, what's their album, brother Regulus Muhammad?
I think we just said it. You just said it, right? That was
no.
It.
Well, the
that
group,
wasn't it. Oh, that was the group.
Here's the debut single, Symptoms, by the #1 Simps in the nation, the Simptations. Right?
I don't know that.
So, brothers, if you find yourselves under some kind of spell and you're not quite brotherly, you might be suffering from some symptoms because you can't fight your temptations. All right? Just wanted to put that out there, guys. So again,
call 7 Hill Star for all your temptation remedies.
Please know yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to really go into the astrology. You just can't know an astrologer. Yes. You just can't try to be on someone's acting payroll or whatever. You can't do that. You can't. Look, I can do this. But come on, guys. Come on. Have your own personalities. Don't imitate, you know, that Kevin Samuels guy. Because sometimes people just kind of got that Kevin Samuels. I'm going to try to take on his personality because I never developed my own. So if you're suffering from you know, symptoms because you can't fight the temptations, that may be a result of personality flaw. However, 7healstar.com. You know, you can get your remedy there. And usually, you know, if you're sincere about learning astrology, right, you can just learn yourself. You know what I'm saying? And really be sincere about learning yourself. Because if you study yourself, then you can clearly see others. And you won't have to be a vampire all your life. You know, some of us, you know, are strong enough, you know, because we're 5th dimensional, 6th dimensional chess players. We do embrace you vampires. Just to give you a shot. Like Dangerous Minds, Michelle Pfeiffer, you earn an A. Here's your A until you earn an F. So I'm only saying that to all you guys that's out there that's really looking for sincere information or people to study from. We have been doing our work that we do. And at the end of the day, what we've actually realized is that, you know, a lot of people, pardon me, I'm sending this text out to the good brother. Like, yo, we live now, you know, because I was late. So let me say that too. Pardon my delay, guys. This is supposed to have been on a minute ago. I was like, you know what? I need to just, you know, let me just get the energy correct, right? And like, again, shout out to the Oracle. However, guys, look, man, make sure you guys do the right thing. Like, I am so proud. You guys think, oh, Hasan is trying to be the man and he's got his grand cheekiness on. No, I don't. You see, the heroes here in my book, actually, in my immediate, because it comes to when you're doing a work and you want, you know, or you know you need people and need the support because you're doing a work and you know how energy moves, right? Brother Corey Bey, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, Brother Sean Alim, and Brother Benjamin Bey, in my book, are very brave. Because wherever I've tried to link up with a group of beings, you know what I'm saying, that's our own people. And that's why I can see why Prophet Noble Drew Ali has, he wrote it and prescribed it really awesome. The European is helping me. Why aren't you? You know, so what I'm really seeing is that these 4 brothers they're brave enough every cycle collectively for over a year to come here in the public to present something where there's 85% of mindsets out there who thinks it's taboo, fake, not this, not that. However, there are astrological communities out there that have really, you know, accepted what we've done. I know they may not get us. However, I know that there is not a sincere presentation pertaining to Moorish Americans in any astrological association. Not one. And I view many online, and I've been to many NCGRs, Baltimore Astrology Societies. Like the brother Sam said, don't, sometimes I've been that one more in, amongst, my sons and daughters. All right. Amongst my sons and daughters. And they'll, oh, so I'm so glad that you're here. It's like, I get it. I'm not offended. I'm actually glad that I'm here too, because it's in my chart and it's my destiny to do this. However, to be recognized, and that's not, we weren't really looking for the so-called recognition. It's like, we've been doing this work. I know it starts with me, and I got all this artwork that I've done. However, I see the beauty in the music brother Jag makes. So what? I make music. Yeah, I make beats. Guess what? Jag makes music too. Jag actually has something that I sampled of his work. It's on Astrology Street. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I immediately, what chapter is that, brother? Brother Jag, that where the arts increase. Is that magistrate and subject? Like, basically
29. Yeah.
It might be. I'm kind of going. I next time I'll just prepare.
Maybe we can get it too.
Yeah, and because it's like the arts increase and things like that. You see what I'm saying? So, and me and brother Sean share a lot of similarities artistically also. So when I see qualities, like, yo, let's bring this out. You see what I'm saying? My North Node's in Gemini in the 11th house. All righty. So I kind of know what I'm doing, what I'm supposed to be doing. And without, harm in any kind of way. It's just that when there are people out there that a lot of times people are fans and groupies, and they're male and female fans and groupies. All right. And we really avoid that. And it's kind of tough sometimes, because when you're just being sincere to people, they don't really, show you their behinds until, something really happens, symptoms pop up. And it's like, okay, I saw that. So any Hauser.
That's you were on the money. You were on the money. Chapter 29, magistrate subject, degree 8. Yes.
Can you read that for us, please, beloved brother? If you don't mind?
He smiles or smileth on the arts, and they flourish. The science improve beneath the culture pertaining to his hand. Okay,
so when my brothers bravely, say, yeah, yo, I be a part of what you're doing, yo, I can take time out of my life to, do this. It's like, wow. And then I know, like, where our stance is, like, how people try to say clout chasing and all that, bro. This is work. And to see my brothers really be consistent, see thick and thin, see things that go behind the scenes, and sometimes a little hiccups and headaches within our managerial accounting, so to speak, to keep going within our own energies and still come together. I learn a lot from them. All righty. I'm actually, as much as people may think they're sitting at my feet, I'm sitting at theirs, because they're showing me different avenues of being a brother. So when one speaks, all speaks. When all speaks, one speaks. That's the whole ex pluribus unum. Some people just say e pluribus unum, but that says a period, which means it's an abbreviation for something. And in Latin, out of is ex, which is ex. All righty. So ex pluribus unum. All righty. Out of one, many, out of many, one. When one speaks, all speaks. When all speaks, one speaks. One mother's breast have given us suck. That's the earth, because everybody eats from her. That's the breast. That's the one mother's breast. All righty. So at the end of the day, when we do what we do, we're doing what we're doing, really according to the reading and the instruction. Again, shout out to Brother Cujo Adwell. I know a lot of me myself personally, I used to think Brother Cujo's like rah rah rah, bruh, sergeant at arms. No, he's sergeant at arms. Read your administrative function. He's sergeant at arms for real, and he's got a history of things. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he also fits when, Brother Tariq Bey, shout out to him. Don't be a fan of people.
People don't like discipline. People don't like discipline. They hate when people are, they don't like when people are strict. It's a standard. It's a foundation. You live off of it, or you move on. Stop crying all the time. Oh my God, you don't gotta talk like that. Goodness gracious. So why are you yelling all the time?
Yeah, I mean, the discipline and taking Prophet Noble Drew Ali seriously and our nationality and birthright seriously, y'all can speak for yourselves. For me, 7 years, it has been great because I've never felt any other comfort outside of meeting Prophet Noble Drew Ali and his literature and then being able to be confident enough to express myself in a way that there are 4 other brothers. First, it was just you and Brother Corey, Brother Terrell. And then now there's Brother Sean and Brother Benjamin. And they're handling this on their own. Because I'm not sunning anybody, all right? It's just at the end of the day, everybody gets an A till they earn an F. Are you the dangerous mind? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You know, so I put that energy out there because we about to freestyle Wednesday when I bring these charts up, right? So without further ado, correct? What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the screen share real quick. And again, I'd like to welcome you all as I bring this up.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
I'd like to welcome you all to our 7th Hill Star.
Are you ready?
7th Hill Star Astro Calendar, March, Aries 2021 to February, Pisces 2022. Time never was when man was not, quote unquote. And that is quoting Ilhaj Sharif Abdul Ali, doing religious corporate activity via affidavit, being Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Islam. So here we are during the moon cycle pertaining to, the sun is transiting an air sign Aquarius. All right, it's pouring out the water there, anciently ruled by Saturn. However, I just only put Uranus there. Contemporarily ruled by Uranus, right? Just for you contemporary heads that just want to see Uranus. However, soon the sun will be ingressing the water sign Pisces. It deals with the fish, right? Anciently, and still ruled by Jupiter and contemporarily considered being the co-ruler is Neptune. So this cycle, guys, is the 17th to the 23rd. I am Thursday and Tuesday. If I am not mistaken, Brother Sean, hold on. Yes, Brother Sean, you got
Friday and Monday.
Friday and Monday, yes. I was correct. You got Friday and Monday. Brother Terrell Tamari Bey has the 19th, the 20th, and the 23rd. He has Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday. Alrighty, where we'll be experiencing the last quarter moon, the third quarter moon. We've got a few transits there. Friday looking kind of thick, and so is Tuesday. So it looks like me and Brother Sean have our work cut out for us, so to speak. Right? But this is Freestyle Wednesday, right? This is when we actually, instead of writing the reports, guys, we're just going to go off the top of our head of what we see, and we're going to use complete intuition and insight based off of our studies, because we actually know this, all right? We're all 7 Hill Star certified. First and foremost, before being certified by any astrological association that's out there, we are Moorish American. We first and foremost at our foundation being pure heart, being sincere intent, being love, being honor, all righty? And at the forefront of our mind is this magnificent brother right here, Prophet Noble Drew Ali. All righty. Ilhaj Sharif Abdul Ali. All right. So with that being said, we're 7 Hill Star certified, right? So I have protocols and techniques that my brothers have, approved of, that they like, oh, good, man. I'm like, cool. So technically, when you are looking for a de jure astrological association, and we are going to make it so that it's going to be joinable. We're going to work on a few things. It may not be complete until maybe the end of October, maybe around All Saints Day. That would be amazing. The release would be on Saints Day. What they call All Saints Day, because that's a high holy day. Period. So with that being said, right? We actually we're taking our place amongst the affairs of men after, sincerely following the instruction. And anytime my bros have any question, they don't know or something like that, or you know what I mean, there's a misstep, we make sure we correct each other. I even asked them G-checking sessions, so to speak, as they call it. But it's just like we're checking. When you're saying G, it's like G is 7, so it's just making sure we're checking your completion. Not on no street stuff. Not no G-checking. Like, no, that's not what we mean. Because really, if you look at the letter G, it just looks like a circle arrow. Pertaining to the earth, which is Gaia, geometry, and that's the direction that the earth spins, but you think it's the letter G. It's an arrow.
You should have did your sound. Yes. You should have did the sound effect right there. Brother.
I got to give Brother Hasan sound effects yesterday. That's what I was supposed to do. Yo, remind me. I gotta put that in. I'll put that in the drive after this, bro, so you can have that. My apologies. You feel me?
It's crazy.
But you got your other ones that you already had already, though, right?
You know what I'm saying?
You should, yo. No. No, you should really show them that, though, if you want. At the end. Maybe we can do that at the end. Let's just show them that at the end. Let's show them.
Hold on,
the actual image of that. Because we can, we can pull up that simulator, and then it has the arrow. That's giving that G type shape.
Hold on, which one? Which simulator you talking about? The Swift simulator with the astronomy stuff from University of Nebraska Lincoln.
Yeah. I can find it. Let me find it so we won't have to, be looking for it.
If you can find it, bro, yeah, you already know we all can screen share. So that would be pretty awesome when we get to the end of that. All righty, I know it's people waiting like, man, wait, this weather report. We're not sitting here and listening to you talk. What's with this monologue? Look, guys, you already know, man. We really enjoy having fun, and we realize we have so much fun actually. And enjoying ourselves that some people really would just love to kill it. So guess what? It's time to have some more
It's probably
fun.
The Mercury hour too. We want to just talk and talk and talk.
Exactly. I'm too busy.
It is Mercury hour y'all way.
Say that again?
It is Mercury hour y'all way. It's Venus my way.
Hey, look at that. So we're having some valuable conversation right now. We're having some valuable conversation. We're communicating the beauty. Right?
It's valuable.
So let's do this. Let me make sure I got that. Let me make sure I got this. Boom. Let's bring up this serious. Let me grab my tablet there, brother. Regulus is looking for that there as far as the University of Nebraska Lincoln. Let me come out of that. Transits Baltimore, right? Let's do that. Let me actually take
Baltimore.
Yes.
I found it.
Look at you. Look at you. Awesome, bro. What just hold on. Let me bring up the transits, guys. I sat here and took out the wrong one. TRANS. Guess I could try to share it. I would try to, push this out too or whatever, man. He's, wearing so many fezzes, being live and then got to, let me share it out too to people with Facebook and other, it is what it is. We all get down with that. Transit's Baltimore. That's the one I want. All righty, and I am going to, where is this set? That's set for today. Awesome. At 15:42. All right. And let me do this right here. And let me hit this astro clock real quick. Well, actually the adjustment. All right. So here we go. About to get it going. How are you guys? Y'all, are you pouring in or is still nobody viewing the video yet? No, you guys are pouring in. Even if you're coming and checking this out later, what it dooski. We are really about to get this going. I just want to see now. I'm going to put this for the 17th, actually. Actually, it's already set, man. Look at this. I already prepared it. This is amazing. Let's see. Okay, this thing is set. Let's do this. I have Thursday and Tuesday, right? So I start off with the 17th. Let me actually come to this screen share, guys. All righty, let's do this. Freestyle Wednesday. Let's get it going. I want to play music too, but I'm not going to. All right, here we go. We want to make sure we get that music thing too, you know. Put these disclaimers up, you know, so that YouTube don't be like, somebody say you got a copyright claim. Okay. All righty. We'll put the disclaimer for you. We'll make sure we do that. All right, guys. Let's just have some fun, right? Okay. Hey, looky, Astro Cookie. Let me minimize the screen here.
Yo, I just love that chart, yo. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful image. It's so colorful and sweet. It kind of reminds me of the chakra system a little bit.
Just a little, right?
A little bit.
Let's see if I can save this. Do I have any other charts up? That's the only one I have up. So do you guys want me to bring up any other one? Like, or we just want them to look at this one today?
I don't mind. You know I don't mind. What do you?
So we just gonna freestyle with this? Because, you know, I can always, you know, let's see if I can bring up an art chart. You know,
what you say, Brother Sean?
Yeah, Brother Sean, what you say?
That's not bad. With that. Look at that little.
That's not bad.
Reflections in the background.
What you mean? Right? Let's see.
That's not bad.
That's the one with the fiat. That's the fiat chart one.
Yeah, chart. Let me see.
Yeah, if people want to know about their finances and stuff, like if somebody wanted a financial astrology one, that would be the one. See, I'll show it to you. See, it's got the fiat currency.
Oh,
yeah. Right. I guess we'll do that. Let's call. Okay, guys, we'll be honorable with your finances. Set up your readings with us, so we'll have that image there. All right. You know, everybody touch the 7 Hill Star monolith, right?
Let it be done.
What'd you say? What'd you say, bro? Oh, let it be done. Fiat.
So let it be done.
Right.
Let it be done.
Fiat. Let it be done. All right. Let's be serious. These people actually.
Okay.
I didn't go to YouTube yet, so let me see if anybody's in YouTube first, guys. We're gonna keep this up there. Let's see if anybody's in YouTube or whatever. Let's say our peaceful greetings to you guys out there. If not, we'll have it up there for you guys for later, right? Let me just go to the channel real quick. Here we are. We go to the channel and turn this volume down real quick. All right, let me actually put. All righty, peaceful greetings, beloveds. There we go. It's at least one, if I'm not the only one. All right. Peaceful greetings, beloveds, and let's put that there. Let's really go in, guys. Let's have some fun now, right? So covered and protected, so mote it be. Goodness and the gracious. Bingo, bango. There we go. Oh. So let's see what we have. Brother Regulus said he loves this one, so we're going to start out with this for the first half, and then we'll go to that other portion. All righty, in the other half. So, guys, we're going to be pointing out just the technicalities. You're going to see us pointing out the actual celestial longitude pertaining to the celestial bodies that we actually have. Alrighty here, as well as we're going to be pointing out what the house is. Alrighty, so instead of looking for the actual, what it looks like it's in this sign, pay attention to when we point to the celestial body, like the sun here. Sunrise is at 0706 seconds thereafter at 28 degrees Aquarius, 48 minutes. And of course, sunrise, and we're showing the sun here, but it's on the ascendant, which is the first house cusp. So this is where the sun and the ascendant are conjunct. So this is your sunrise. All righty. So the sun at 28 degrees Aquarius, 48 minutes within the first house. All righty. So let's get our chart adjust up here, right? Oh, I hit the wrong button. One moment, please. All right. Let's get our interactive chart adjust up. Grab that there like that, like so. All right. Here we go. All right. So Thursday, right? 17th, 1400. Now we're getting started. This is great. All right. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Luna reflects Jupiter, right? Let's see how this goes. Freestyle Wednesday. Thank you for being patient, guys. This is why we got this going like this, because we're just going to really enjoy ourselves today, man. We realize that, you know, we're really doing a great work, man. And we're just going to keep on doing it, you know? Did I take the number lock off? Okay. 0. There we go. Right? You can make me change. Okay, stop. Okay, stop it, bro. You already know. We're gonna sit here and improv
each other up the whole live.
Right, it's not even impromptu improv, bro. Like, it's not even impromptu improv yet. What are we doing? Being ourselves, enjoying ourselves, not looking like we've been sipping on tum-tum juice. Got persimmon lips. Persimmon lips. I'm just feeling like this all the time. That's what I said, man. You know, when you sincerely study, man, goodness gracious, man, I see why so many people be kind of like expressing their lower self. But we already know, man, you know, everybody's got to heal. Healstar.com. So here we go. Luna is here, right? This is Luna, guys, at 11 degrees, Virgo, 9 minutes in the 4th house. Look at that. There's that 9/11 energy again, right? And then you have that opposing or in reflection to Jupiter, alrighty, at 9 degrees, Pisces, 11 minutes. Now, we're just going to give you guys basics here in a Freestyle Wednesday. So, you know, we like to switch up. We give you detailed reports, maybe 1 second, and we'll give you some freestyle here and there. However, really, guys, my numerical delineation already here for the moon is a 464. So we're really at home securing our health. And how we're securing our health is really reflecting about how we're really expanding upon spirituality within our career, within our status, how we would like to stand. How do we stand when we're going to expand things that are hospitable for us? Well, those things will be reflectionary within the dictates of our soul and our subconscious mind when we're really working on our detailed health to secure ourselves. This would be a really big reflection of self-esteem for anyone out there that's really looking for a way to incorporate and institute this newfound feeling or things that they have. I mean, anybody that's really on some negativity, anybody that's on some taking life type energies. Actually, those things are all being bundled up like the tares to be bounded and then thrown into the fire. So mote it be. With that being said, what this would be great for is for those that are operating and not even just operating, being pure heart, being sincere intent, being love, being honor. You'll be able to expand your publicity. You'll be able to expand the institution to the public by really giving yourself in detail doubly, because you're in this accidental dignity in this moment. All righty. And I know, guys, we're looking towards the future because this is next day, what some people call tomorrow, right? So this is actually next day. All righty. And so this is what we're actually looking into. And that actually is happening 25 minutes and 57 seconds after noon. All righty. So beautiful self-reflections here. Be able to expand yourself, like the expansiveness in the public will be reflective of how you're really securing your subconscious mind in a healthy fashion. So really, people are going to be able to see through any smoke screens. People cannot just, sometimes, people would like to say, hey, they're in fezzes and they're jeweled up. They must not be real. But guys, never judge a book by its cover. I will say you'll be able to tell, and a lot of people are discerning sincerely who people really are and who people really aren't. And one thing's for sure and two things for certain. This transit here is one of those things where a lot of people, and at the sound of my voice, a lot of people are going to really recognize wherever you are and whatever decisions you made, that's that lot you're going to receive. And it's going to all be based in sincerity, based on the principles pertaining to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Never forget, at the forefront of our mind is Al-Hajj Sharif Abdul Ali doing religious corporate activity via affidavit. being prophet neutrale. It's not no dogma. That's jurisprudence. All right. You'll be able to really expand that. All righty. So what you're expanding, guys, remember again, you'll be able to expand the institution pertaining to publicity, provided you're being sincere in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You can't be unconscious in the prophet's hands. So you'll be able to actually, and this again, we're going off of intuition and insight. This is the intuitive intuition and insight reasons, okay? Freestyle Wednesday. The subconscious mind must secure itself in detailed health in order to reflect expanding publicly or expanding your institution publicly. Our next one, Luna's Islam. Luna's actually in a trine relationship to Uranus, guys. Looky, Astro Cookie. So let's get that going. Held it on in there.
At the right place at the right time.
This one is happening. Pardon me, I think I went too far. I hit the button one too many times. Pardon me. Yeah, I hit the button one too many times. Alrighty, so here we go. We have Luna still in Virgo. Still have Luna in Virgo, correct? So Luna in Virgo still, again, and it's still in the 4th house, guys. So we're still dealing with this energy with ourselves securing, alrighty, securing our subconscious health, securing in a detailed fashion. Those things that will really help us to edify ourselves by feeding and ruminating on in the mind those things that are Virgoing, which are very nurturing. All righty. Being trine Uranus here, right? At 11 degrees towards 13 minutes in the 11th house, Uranus also has accidental dignity in the 11th house. In modern astrology, Uranus is considered to be actually in detriment because Uranus, even though they say Scorpio anciently has no exalted planets and Taurus is the exaltation pertaining to the moon. However, Uranus in modern astrology is credited to being exalted in Scorpio. So actually there's a debilitation here in the sign in theory, conceptually pertaining to the branch termed modern astrology or contemporary astrology. Uranus in Taurus, however, in the 11th house, it has accidental dignity. However, it has a debilitation to its dignity being in Taurus. So there's just this radical change here. And, I really see that there's just, when it comes to, some form of radical change and pouring out information, it may come through some agricultural means. Also, it may come through some down to earth kind of fashion. For example, I was watching one astrological presentation and it was documenting how the last time Uranus in 1933, I think it was, or around the 1930s, Jim Henson released a Muppet. I think he had Kermit the Frog. So I think Sesame, I'm not sure if it was Sesame Street, but Jim Henson was presenting his puppets. So shout out to the inspiration from the universe to put on my head Astrology Street, because this is consistent with that. And so I'm saying a sudden change to things that are down to earth. They're sock puppets. So socks go on your feet, which touch the earth, and the radical change to them will be putting them on your hands. So now they're puppets. In the 11th house, you're seeing them on the internet. So with that being said, there's going to be this, and I'm just doing that intuitively, just kind of point that out in sort of a kind of a research fashion, but going back to the intuition and insight collectively, there's this harmony between people really expressing their values via the internet. All right, either people are going to really start finding values in electronics other ways. They're going to find other means and other ways of making their own electricity. People may be into getting magnets and paper and things, making sure they're saving, speakers and stuff, things like that or whatever. Stay away from that. That spirit just is like, okay, that's enough on that one. Right? But you can always create your own electricity. So with that being, because I'm always researching it. I mean, I'm pretty sure, and I trust, man, maybe in about 3 to 5 years, I'll have an electricity grid up. I'll have some form where I'm pretty sure I'll be able to probably sustain it at least in one space. And, you know, because it's not hard to maintain actually. However, it is what it is. But
if you got the electrical, I got the renovation. I'm gonna form the house or the building, whatever. I'm gonna do that. I'm serious, bro.
I'm with all of that. Like even hollering at, you know, shout out to brother Alim Bey. You know, he's getting into his studies about rammed earth, you know, projects. So, you know, just that's why I just like keeping our minds on the higher minded things, man. I'm not really concerned about the Boomquisha and Pookie and Ray things, not insulting anyone either, because, you know, we come from out of those yards, bro. But that, you know, at some point in time, you realize, man, you do not have to be,
man. You gotta grow up.
Yeah, you don't have to be in that crab basket, bro. So, and that's really what this is saying too, man. It's saying dare to change, dare to fix your values, right? You know, you may have learned something, had some knowledge poured out on you, but when it comes to that area of life where you're getting along with the group, there may be some things with your values you may have to make a few changes to, because, you know, some people are not going to want to, you know, at the end of the day, people are going to really be amongst their own energy kind. That's really what this is kind of saying to me too. So be confident in that, because you're going to be you're going to really find that you're going to find your people, quote unquote, as they say. So if you're someone who just likes tennis and you are in a neighborhood where they only, you know, do handball or basketball, or they just do lacrosse, but you love tennis, you're finally going to find that tennis crew. All right. It's kind of like that. All right. Let's move forward. This is good, man. I love doing the freestyle for you. Here's my last one, and I'm going to pass it on to Brother Sean Alim now, because he has a healthy holy day with about 6 transits. Right? It's a healthy transits, about 6 of them. All right. So let's continue. Right. Jupiter. All right. Sextile Uranus. Well, there's another Uranus transit there. Put that 60-degree aspect there. All righty, here we go, ski-doski. So again, all right, so this is taking place at 1900, 12 minutes and 33 seconds thereafter. All righty, so we have Jupiter right here, 11 degrees Pisces, 13 minutes, right? In the 6th house, all right? And that is actually in sextile aspect, 60-degree aspects, Uranus, all right, 11 degrees, Taurus, 13 minutes. And technically, it's looking like it's still in the 8th house, because the 8th house cusp right here is 12 degrees, Aries, 44 minutes. All righty, that's the 8th house cusp. All righty. And the 9th house cusp is at 12 degrees, Taurus, 31 minutes. You know, Uranus is still at 11. So it's the 8th house. So my numeric code here is, you know, 912, right? So we're looking at, you know, some spiritual higher learning or higher learning spirituality in order, 912. All righty, and it's in the 12. So some higher learning dealing with spirituality and self-discipline, because also Pisces could be self-discipline. And 6th house is service, right? So it's interesting how we spoke on the disciplines deck earlier, and you know, brother Regulus Muhammad, right? Actually, you know, brother Terrell had you know, really said it's about the discipline. He really emphasized, and it's funny because usually Brother Terrell has the 6th house transit testimony, and he was the one that emphasized discipline. And yes, Jupiter is higher learning for that 9 energy. The 12 energy is the artful breathing or spirituality, and you know. When you're institutionalizing something, it also is like, you know, your way to discipline yourself without really having to be under someone's rules, provided you're sincere, and it's in the area to service, right? So that's, you know, when you're looking at that and you're looking at, you know, Uranus also rules over astrology, you know, being a contemporary ruler for Uranus and astrological degrees, 22 to 28 degrees Aquarius, as well as the astrological degree Sun. The Sun rules over astrology too, in a sense. It's so does Venus to a certain extent too, because this is astrological degrees, if I'm not mistaken, in Taurus also. However, in continuing, the astrological degrees of Leo are 26 to 29 degrees, if I'm not mistaken, because 25 degrees is alcoholism. but 26 to 29 degrees are the astrological area in Leo, whereas 22 degrees, 28 degrees are the astrological area in Aquarius. So yes, the sun is definitely shining within the astrological area, even right now for the 16th. It's not quite at 29 degrees yet. However, guys, let's look at the numeric code for that. And here, my numeric code is, of course, 11 to 8. So we're actually, you know, sharing values pertaining to our inheritance, right? So when you're finding a sextile energy is this opportunity. So we're finding this opportunity to grow our self-discipline, right? We've taken this discipline, and we're really looking to grow with it in a way where we can pour out the values and share it. However, also at the same time in sharing it, we're also doing it in a joint fashion, because 8th house is also joint accounts. All righty, other people's property. Some people will look at it, making sure that we're able to, you know, repel debts, because that's there too. 8th house could be looked at as debts because it's the second house to contracts, which is the 7th house, right? However, 8th house is also the values to the relationship, right? That's why it's also a joint account. So what we can do here is really expand and pour out the knowledge when it comes to the values in our joint affairs, so that we can able to have a means to have a growth and opportunity. That's that sextile energy in the way that we're expanding our self-discipline, so that we can be able to service ourselves and others without being self-serving. And with that, I yield the floor. I'm going to put right here the next sunrise for my beloved brother Sean Alim El Islam.
Islam, bro. All right, let's see. We're at the holy day. We got
Hold
6. Oh.
Did I do that right? No, I didn't. Pardon me. I didn't change this aspect to 60 to 0, bro. So give me one moment. Oh, pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, brother Sean. I think that's where we at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Days are getting longer, man. Look, it's not at 7 o'clock. Days are getting longer. It's now at 6:58. Look at that. All right, I yield, bro.
All right.
It's getting warmer.
The time is getting longer. Days are getting warmer. It's sunrise. It's almost Pisces season. It'll be later that day. It's a sunrise with the sun at 29 degrees. So as we're exiting out of the Aquarius season, you can reflect on your morning meditation on how you had poured into yourself and poured into others this month, as we get ready to shift into Pisces season. And yeah, you know, I'll give my delineation for that here shortly. So we'll get to my first aspect, which is Luna trine Venus. 6 on a Friday. But all righty. So
oh, hold on. Time out. It must be
2 days after CM back.
I know, right? Isn't that wild how it went right there? My apologies. That happens at 47 minutes after midnight, roughly. Well, 46:37. So pardon me. I hit next without hitting the previous button. So there you go. My faux pas, guys. Apologies. I know Mercury's still finishing up that shadow. Mercury will not be past its shadow until it's 10 degrees, 20 minutes in Aquarius, right? So once Mercury gets to 10 degrees, 20 minutes Aquarius, it will be preparing to exit out of the shadow area. So pardon that faux pas technologically there. Brother Sean Alino, I yield the floor to you, beloved brother.
Yes, all righty. So we have Luna at 17 degrees, 52 minutes Virgo, in the 10th house, trining or in a harmonious flow with Venus at 17 degrees, 52 minutes. And it looks to be the 3rd house. And
second. I think you got second.
If it's just
we're looking at Venus, right? Yeah.
Second.
Intercepted, like I'm it's in the second.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
It's Venus, right?
Yeah, that chart.
It's in Capricorn in the second.
Yeah, in the second. Yeah.
But you good though, bro. Sean, man, do your thing, bro. I know you know your thing.
Do your thing. You know, we Mr. Technicalities. Yeah,
I'm my brother's keeper. I ain't about to let my brother.
Yeah, we already.
He made a mistake. He made a mistake, but I ain't going. You know what I mean? Just let him make a mistake. I got a boogie on my lip. You better hand me a Kleenex. All right,
Islam. All righty. So I will say for this, it is a good time to read or meditate on intellectual and subconscious matters, knowing self, and then becoming that vision that you want to be, that you see for yourself in the future, and just being that, being yourself and being that vision that you like to see for yourself. I would say also a good time for organizing your long-term goals, understanding the inner and outer workings of status, and appreciating the material possession and values that one has. I will yield for that testimony for Luna trine Venus. Now we'll get on to the next one with Luna trining.
My fault again. Pardon me. That was me again.
Oh, look at that. That looked amazing.
What, that one before it? That was so long ago. That was the 7th of February.
Yeah. It just, everything was above.
The horizon, I know, right?
Yeah, that was amazing.
All above, no below.
I know, right? I yield. My apologies. Go ahead. I yield. We got it going now.
All righty. So we're still on the holy day at 01 hours, 13 minutes. We have Luna in the 10th house still at 18 degrees, 6 minutes, trining or a harmonious flow with Mars being in Capricorn in your 2nd house. And I will bear testimony as to understanding the emotions and thoughts pertaining to father figures, work structures, and, planning on how to go about your long-term goals that you set for yourself a while ago. Maybe your New Year's resolutions, quote unquote, or, when we had the new moon, your intentions you set for that. And also the driving force being Mars, getting secured within with one's income and values. Also, that's the 2nd house as well. And reassessing on what's working and what's not working in order to harmoniously move forward. And I shall yield for that testimony. And then we're going to move it along. I had to move it along. All right. So for my next aspect, we have Luna reflecting, or as they say, opposing Neptune. So we have Luna at 22 degrees, 1 minute. And that's in the 14th lunar dimension, if you would like to look that up. It's also at the degree, the military degree or hairdressers. And then we have Neptune there in the 12th at 22 degrees in Pisces, 12th house, 28th lunar mansion. And I will say for this, for testimony is someone could be thinking about maybe getting a new hairstyle done, or, a new design to it, just reflecting on that. There could also be others that's thinking about starting a new partnership. With Neptune, being the ruler of dreams, and, Luna still being in Virgo, I would also say that it is a good time to organize your dream and reflection journals, maybe go through those and see what you are writing. You maybe get some very good wisdom, or you'll have an aha or clarity moments. And maybe also as well, you can consider a detox, since the Luna is in Virgo and the 6th house. 6th house deals with health. And, with Neptune being in the 12th, there could be reflection or also thoughts as to maybe overindulging in things. So just bear mind to that. And I will yield and get to my next aspects, which is the sun entering Pisces. Wake up, wake up, wake up, it's Pisces season. Get up, get up, get up, it's Pisces season. All righty, so still the holy day at 1100 hours, 42 minutes. And we have the sun here entering Pisces in the 10th house. And I will bear testimony for this as a time to create new ideas or projects, or, also maybe add some finishing touches to old projects, taking out all the lessons and wisdom that we have learned from the previous 11 sun cycles, as we approach that Astro New Year. And just putting all that knowledge and wisdom together, as if I'm correct, the Pisces deals with the universal application of universal wisdom. And then also people could be picking up a new creative endeavor, or, just appreciating beauty more. Maybe just like, what, I've seen that art, but it didn't look good. But for some reason now things are really looking good. So with the Pisces season, it's just, things can feel, a lot more lighter as well. And, just dance, dance.
Just dance.
Listen to some music.
Okay, my apologies.
Listen to some music when you feel like you're about to lose it.
Always listen to music. Please do yourself that beauty. That's so, it's so lovely.
Play some upbeat music, kind of some of that
dance.
That do everybody.
Oh, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Just play that Earth, Wind, and Fire there. Yeah. Why not?
He was talking about, but Brother Sean was talking about that. It sounded like he was about to say that.
Yeah, I don't know that song.
Move your feet into the night. That's
or DM Brother Jag and tell him to get on that guitar if you want that as well.
That's what we need to do. We need to do. We're going to do a 7 Hill Star Unplugged. And we're gonna have we need a cajon. We need a cajon. All right. That's a box. We need to amplify a cajon, right? Brother Sean gonna do the beat on the cajon, right? And we're gonna parodize songs, and we're gonna change the lyrics to everything astrological. Or we're gonna tell everybody to think of it as that. That's gonna be so fun. That's gonna be hilarious, actually. Yeah, I can't wait till we start doing our different improv stuff, man. Oh, man. I've shared a lot of ideas with people that are no longer around us because they've made the lower self choice. You know what I'm saying? They still need to really study sincerely instead of just chasing secured party creditor processes in dishonor, right? That's no slight to anyone who's reserving their rights and being in honor. However, man, we've shared a lot of ideas, bro. You know what I'm saying, with people. So, even down to the whole 12 corazones thing, you know what I'm saying, the astrological dating game or whatever, bro. You know what I mean? So we know that we're about to be doing so many different presentations, man, because, a lot of times people, they come around us, they learn from us, and then they, do whatever dishonor stuff. And then they go out there and try to continue to thrive off of things. They wouldn't even have their personality if it wasn't for things that we've showed them. Not saying that they owe us anything, but guys, I'm telling you, with what we're doing right here in Prophet, that Sun in Pisces in the 10th house there. Okay, so I'm just saying, guys, like, there's so many awesome things we have for you guys, man. If you would only just know, man, we're just gonna have so many things to come, you guys. But yeah, that unplugged idea there, though, man. Good.
That was great. That was genius. That was genius.
Like you just play and I'll literally sing. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna sing. We're gonna have Moroccan Roy sing. That's what we'll do. I'll put Moroccan Roy up or another puppet, and we'll sing in voice acting. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about new seasons and new stuff, because I know people say, like, where's that Taurus season for Astrology Street? You've been saying next episode coming for like 3 years now. Oh, we're getting things in order, right? And shout out to the Astrological Association supporting us, right? Appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, I know with your Ali, you're a pianist helping me wear a jewel. All right, anyway, shout out to our sons and daughters. All right, Brother Sean Alim L, let me not keep segueing. Your next one is Luna trying Pluto, correct?
Pluto. Kick it like a Pluto. But you gonna play me? Nah, it ain't cool. Shut up.
Yo.
No, right?
Alrighty. Right. So here we are. Still on the holy day at 1800 hours, 19 minutes. We have Luna in the first house at 27 degrees, 30 minutes. Shrine.
In what sign?
Huh?
In what sign?
In Virgo. Yes, in Virgo.
There you go. There you go.
27 degrees, 30 minutes Virgo, trining Pluto at 27 degrees Capricorn. So we have Luna at the diabetes degree and Pluto at the hair degree. Where am I going to go with this? Let's see. Here we go. Taking a look at the emotions and subconscious one has towards their, what they would say their I am or who am I identity, and their approach to life, in which brings, about a, so-called death or rebirth of the self-address and self-situations. And then also be looking out for intense, deep conversations with women and possibly business partners as well. And then deep pain, felt poetry or creative projects could also be in the work, or as a way to transmute any kind of lower energies or just any, negativity or anxiety, just journaling and getting that out, or just having that conversation that, that you would like to have, that should be had. As you know, with that Pluto being in the 5th house, and then with that sun being in Pisces, coming into that day, with that, kind of three-way energy, is just like, just have a talk. And people could also be, I don't want to say, just be yourself and just look back and reflect on how much you have grown and how you've transformed, and you'll see a lot of gems in that. And that'll be that fire to transform you to keep going on what you're doing. That that whatever trials that we go through, it's not to be bad or negative or anything, but it's to improve us and on our foundations and lessons. So just be grateful and thankful for the lessons. And yeah, that is my actually I still got one more, but Luna does go void of course after this aspect for 4 hours and 32 minutes. And with avoided courses, there's no major purchases or anything, but you can always come to 7 Hill Star, because there won't be any buyer's remorse with that. But just leave off all major purchases, and because you could possibly find a good deal later instead off an impulse. And I will yield for that aspect and get to my final one for the holy day, which
from 1890. Let me ask you a question from 1819-21, so 1800 hours, which is basically 6 p.m., 19 minutes and 21 seconds after. So they're not to make any major purchases between that time and what other time?
Let's see, 4 hours, 32 minutes. Let's see, so
2250.
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just wanted to see it, but you said it was like 4 hours and some change, right? So yeah. Exactly. Freestyle Wednesday, doing excellent, bros. Let's do this, man. Let's. We not new to this. We really doing this. All right, let's do it. Yeah.
We ain't new to this. We've been doing this. On my last aspect, Libra. I got the moon in Libra in the 11th house. So, this is a good time to balance out our friendships, partnerships, businesses, moves, and even social media. There could be a sense of wanting justice in your life, for others' lives, or for the underdogs, and also for justice to be served. So, and also others could be wanting peace at the home and in their mind and in their groups and friends. And also with the moon being in Libra, it's really a great time to enjoy some hobbies and the good vibes of healthy friendships and, even new partnerships. So with that, just enjoy yourselves. And as the moon makes this transit and just balance everything out after you have organized it with it being in Virgo. Now let's just find a balance in everything and just keep it moving. And I will yield the floor, and I will Chris Paul, no look pass to my brother Jag. Islam. My brother. And Brother Hasan, could you cue my other camera? I'm going to be traveling, but I'm still right here and got everything I need to do.
All right. Yeah. Absolutely. So
Where are you going? Like, you and Benjamin just stay.
Oh, I don't be traveling that much, bro.
Oh, that's none of my business. That's none of my business.
Oh, bro, you got a little too much dip in your chip.
I don't want to know.
Y'all are hilarious.
Too much dip in your chip.
You said cue the shizzle one?
Islam.
You got to turn the camera on for the shizzle one, bro.
Boom.
I can't believe it says shizzle. That is hilarious. God, that's hilarious. Okay, so you're just gonna come. You're that other one, so you're just gonna go out, or you want me to just? I can just not spotlight it.
Look at Shizzle. I see Shizzle too. What's up, Shizzle?
So are you good now? Because we still see you now, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, brother Jag is going to do what he does because we're screen sharing right now. So I yield. Go ahead, brother Jag. You on?
All right, it's me. All right, okay. We got the 19th of February, right? 1442. This is Saturday, Saturn's day. All right, Saturn's ruling this day, so just chill out. Don't hurt yourself. Eat some fruit to heal those wounds within your bones, or those aches, not wounds. Your aching bones. Eat some fruit. So yeah, sunrise 0600, 57 minutes, 28 seconds, accurately, right? If you get up an hour before this moment and you live near the northern hemisphere, or you should, calculate it for yourself, but you can see Venus, Mars, and the moon. That'd be cool. That'd be great.
Yeah,
that'd be a great experience.
Definitely Mars and the moon. Yeah, hour before. Yeah, you're exactly right. Because I caught it. I was up really early, and I was like, man, that's super bright. And I was like, nope, that's Venus and Mars together. That's Venus that I'm looking at, right? So I saw that. Yeah, bro, you're exactly correct.
It's gonna keep happening too, though, because like you said, the days are getting longer. So like in like March, like the beginning of March or like the end of February, just keep looking out for that. Interestingly enough, I only have one aspect for this day too, right? Yeah, Moon and Mercury. Moon in Libra.
Hold on, pardon me. It was not that bad, man. When was the sunrise?
0600, 57.
That's what I thought. I must have hit the button twice, bro. I must have hit the fine time of aspect button twice. My apologies. My hands ruled by Mercury, still in the shadow, right? Still in the shadow.
Word.
The stations are okay. Anyway,
and now it's in Aquarius too. Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so the Mercury and Moon and Mercury aspect is exact at 0700, 17 minutes, 57 seconds, right? The Moon is just seeming to set. It is going down, and Mercury is rising, right? Mm-hmm. Moon's in the 7th, and Mercury is doing its thing in the 12th, right? It's interesting. So maybe that book or that collection of books or that laptop or maybe whatever electronic device, if it's an electronic device, it's a collection of books. Or like maybe someone just got a new TV or something like that. However, that whatever one of those three are specifically, it's really more so the literature though I'm really speaking to. It's going to really unlock this what is it? It's going to unlock that hindrance that we've had placed on us based on these lies that have been construed and mixed into a pot to give us to eat. That is coming to a stop, so to speak. There's going to be something that we consume, some sort of literature or a film or something that we a close friend may communicate. That's going to be that light bulb that goes off. The light bulb. You got me? Okay. The light bulb that goes off in your mind, that's again releasing you from that mental bondage, because all is mind, right? So it's all starting here first. So now you're realizing that, and this aspect kind of goes back to your first aspect, bro, with the Jupiter opposing Moon in Virgo. So Jupiter in Pisces opposed Moon in Virgo.
Yeah.
Really kind of like, because when you get with that, what you are, because that Jupiter in the 10th house, when you realize who you are, your status, who you really are. So that's getting into your natal chart and really knowing who you are. Those things coming into fruition. Like, you'll even see, like, let's say your close relatives may even start really realizing that, that astrology is really starting to make sense, because why am I experiencing this? And then they'll text you like, what's this about? And then you'll say, oh, well, yeah, Moon is conjunct Venus. I mean, Mars is conjunct Venus. It's like, they just explained that aspect, right? Yeah. So things like that are coming to fruition. It's connecting. You're getting it now. So submit to that beauty, because it's just, life is so beautiful. Yeah, you just have to realize it. You know what I mean? We all have challenges that we have to go through, right? However, the challenges make you who you are. Without a challenge, you are. Yo, I almost said that simp shit. Yo, I almost said.
You are having symptoms. You need to fight the temptation.
Hey,
you heard it first here on 7heelstar.com. Sympathy by the Temptations.
Oh my goodness, yo. I had to stop myself, like, wait, hold on. But yeah, really letting go of the lower self, or checking and getting it in control. You're controlling who you are not. You're not letting people put their spirit on you, and those things are coming to the forefront when that energy is being displayed, right? So, again, submit to just the beauties of life and stop holding on to, but you didn't make my sandwich for me, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Peanut butter sandwiches.
Oh goodness, yo. Islam. Islam. That's the only aspect for that day, right? So do something fun too. Do something sweet. Do something beautiful, right? And we're gonna move on to Sunday, right? The 20th of February, 1442. Sunrise is 0656 minutes. So there's a 1 minute difference, almost 1 minute difference. Oh yeah, no, that's a whole minute. Yeah, whole minute. Yeah, see that? Whole minute. So yeah, look at that Mars and that Venus again. Just go see that beauty, or just go look at the moon. Or if you're up around 4 a.m. or 3 a.m., definitely go outside. Seriously, if it's clear outside, got clear skies, do yourself a solid. Take a book with you too. Yeah. Or just actually download Night Sky and utilize that app or that tool. So utilize, if you don't really know about the constellations, get familiar. We got first aspect, Moon is still in Libra, right? And Saturn is in Aquarius.
Pardon me. Did I do that?
Yeah, we was good. Yeah, go back. I think we were good. Yes, Mercury is like ha. What we got? 7th house. Oh, that moon in that 8th. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This happens right before sunrise, actually.
Oh, wait, that's interesting. That's gonna be an interesting morning. Saturn. Oh, wait. Okay, so moon.
Saturn's in his joy, right?
Yeah. This is great. This is like, damn, yo. Y'all should probably
for bad
Y'all
spirit.
should probably like book a session with Brother Corey, like seriously on the yoga side. Because I'm pretty sure, but I'm sure Brother Corey is up around this time. I'm positive. I'm positive about that.
Shout out Brother Corey Bey. Book a session with Brother Corey Bey.
Seriously,
get your wellness session.
Seriously.
Yes.
But yeah, this is great because you can with that moon in the 8th and the Saturn in the 12th. Yeah. Whew. Yeah, man. I think this would just be a great time throughout this whole day, really. This would be a great time to go somewhere with your elders, specifically. Maybe go hang out with your mom. You know what I mean? Go somewhere that y'all used to go to, maybe. Or this could be a good time to discuss. This would be a good day to just discuss like how we want to get certain things in order pertaining to the home, like how that we can bring a more structural aspect to the domicile, make sure it's more firm and structured rather than like rather than being so mutable and changeable, so to speak. Just using the astrological terms, mutable, that's just changing. You know, it's always changing. So instead of being so stuck in that way of being, formulating and embracing where you are and, you know, making the best of that for the time being, because, you know, things are always changing. So just, you know, keep your structure within yourself so it can be displayed, you know, externally within the environmental changes, right? So adaptability is important, so to speak. Let that be at the forefront of your mind, so to speak. One of the many attributes. Yeah, so be open to listening to the elders here, seriously. It may make you uncomfortable because you're so used to certain paradigms or certain ways of thinking or living. However, you know, when you want certain things, you gotta put the work in, so to speak. So, you know, make that happen, basically, right? Make it work for yourself and others, right? The collective. Just like when me and Brother Hasan mentioned the electrical thing, I'm like, I was literally just talking to bro about this, like, yo, I'm gonna just learn how to renovate houses and buildings and whatnot, and then working on that skill, you can do the electrical. There we go. Teamwork make the dream work.
Islam. Yeah, we was just talking about that just early in this live. You're right. Islam.
So yeah. That's substantial. It's happening. That was like he said, that was invoked before we even spoke on this aspect. So it's already there. We just have to place ourselves at that point, right? Time never was when man was not. That's that reality, right? You just gotta get it, right? So then we're gonna move on. So the moon's gonna do its thing with Venus and Mars, of course, right?
Yes.
Venus and Mars are conjunct. Well, yeah, Mars is going away, but they're conjunct for sure. Separation, conjunction. That made me, when I just said that like that, that made me think, what's his name? Alan White. Is that him?
Mm-hmm. They look like they're having a little race with each other because it's like Venus was ahead, now they catching.
Yeah. Word.
You see it? It's like they having a little race because if we go back a couple,
like if you go to the moment right now, it's amazing. Like they're like, I think Mars is probably winning right now.
Because when they were actually conjunct, when they were conjunct, it was opposite my solar degree. It was exactly on the 16. It was on the 16. When you go back and look at that Venus Mars conjunction, it was on the 16, bro. Like I was like, wow.
That's funny.
What's funny is when the universe conspires in your favor when you're really I don't like to really talk about what we do. I like to just really just do the work. I'm really learning from those producers from Finland the reason why a lot of the music that people like, leaving with Brother Sean, you need to listen to that feel good music. But a lot of music that people were liking in the 70s and 80s, the producers were from like Finland, Sweden. You know what I'm saying? So what people don't know is those are your go-to producers. Actually, when you go and look at a lot of that music from, you know, late 70s and most of the 80s, you know, and what I learned from them is they rather look like regular people while being great at the things that they do and what they do. I just know that we, you know, we wear our garments, we wear our headdresses, we wear our kirtas, you know what I'm saying? We wear our, you know, our badges as necessary. We wear our standard, you know what I mean? Because we know what that means in you know, in world government, so to speak, or whatever. However, you know, just to really just to be really good at these things, bro. I just really see that's just really what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that Venus Mars kind of situation for a lot of people, especially those Cancer ascendants, risings, you know, sun and moons or whatever, right? Man, I'm telling you, that reflectionary energy of that right there is almost like no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And matter of fact, here's all these gifts we forgot to give you that you've earned from all. Do you know
literally?
What
Like it's like somebody throwing a treasure chest at you.
Literally, like, hey man, I forgot to drop this bag. I know you wasn't chasing it, but as a matter of fact, you got that for you over there. And you see that right there? That's yours, man. And look, you go over there, and you like, what? But you just can't do nothing but be like, man, all the praises due to balance, man. You know what? Yeah.
Yo.
Shout out to Mars and Venus this cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. All the transits are actually beneficial. There's no real such thing as benefic or malefic. That's just something that we project into readings at times to be able to.
That's just based on our actions. Yes. Islam.
Which is the result or the effects of the cause, which is the mindset. But I yield, bro. Go ahead. Let's stop monologuing. What Freestyle Wednesday?
Yeah, that's what it is. We're not script with it, so it kind of goes like, hey, yeah, but
I would be on the phone, you know what I mean? But go ahead.
Right. It's so natural. We can't not do it, whatever. But Moon. Oh God.
Yes, sir.
Moon's in the 6th house. He said yes.
Y'all hilarious.
Moon in the 6th house. Squaring. That's a squaring Venus, right? All right. Venus is in the 9th, right? It's hugging that 10th house cusp too. Look at that. 2032, 1923. It's funny. Yeah, so this is productive. This can be productive, right? It's Venus ruling the chart too. Yeah, So you Moors, you definitely should read your Circle 7 if you haven't lately. But if you do, just maybe this is like 20 through 30. So to speak, you could read all of it. You know, you could read the whole book. Actually, this whole day, been through that seriously. Not just declared and proclaimed Moors either. If you aren't aware of this, this book that I mentioned, or we mentioned, this holy text that we mention often. The Holy Quran, Circle 7.
Also a law book.
It's a law book. Holy book and law book. It's synonymous. Divinely prepared by Prophet Noble Jali. Google it. Just Google it. Just Google Circle 7. Just type that in and read it. I say this all the time, but this is just that energy, like seriously, with the moon being in Libra. So Libra, we're talking about law, structure, government being the mind. How do you really govern yourself? Because the mind will be you. So your own mental, being, or you have your own mental processing, right? So what is the functionality of that, right? And then, you know, your moon, you're coming to that realization with the with your emotions. And again, you know, subconscious mind, so to speak, could be a word that we use, keyword, subconscious mind. So these things are subconsciously embedded in you that you have to realize its value, so to speak. We're speaking on Venus and Capricorn, right? Because Venus would be that aesthetic, the beauty, the artfulness of life. It's, again, just connecting to that. Oh man, it's just so essential to connect to the beauties of life, because in the tough times, it's just like, all right, well, you know what I mean, I am alive though. I can get up right now and go get me some water. But just, it's the simple things like that, like you gotta take you know, into consideration, seriously, because it's those things that will really get you to, you know, the next level, the beauties of, you know, life. That's the key word. The key word, beauties of life. Moon square Venus, the beauties of life. Right?
Yeah. Sometimes the square isn't always a challenge. Sometimes the square is just the tension you need to kind of balance, you know, maybe some things, so it can be an actual balance and not an imbalance. Sometimes squares are really, really good.
You need
sometimes trines aren't the best, you know.
Right.
It just
like,
depends.
They would say Cujo's the square. All right, let's just say one. Oh my God, I don't like Cujo. He's a square. You have to get through that obstacle. It's just a challenge. It's a challenge. It's not bad. Anything that's challenging you isn't bad. It's something for you to realize the beauties of, like, what is this guy talking about? Why is he so firm on this perspective? It has to be something that you're just not realizing.
Yeah, shout out to Brother Cujo. He'll be here. I know I told people this Friday, well, I had him and Brother Walter switch. So I'm gonna have Brother Walter Davis Bey come this Friday on the impromptu improv, and then on the 25th.
That would have been this Friday would have been phenomenal with Brother Cujo, y'all.
I know, but he already told me he had to exchange dates, so that's fine. So Brother Walter Davis Bey, he's going to be coming on. He's going to go in on Moor coin, the cryptocurrency that is for Moorish American and for Moorish American nationals by Moorish American nationals. And you guys know me. I like to give people their, you know, time to explain what it is that they're doing. However, you know, our foundation is always, you know, what Prophet Noble Drew Ali is enforcing, and that's the Constitution. So we know actual money is moneta, which is metal, dealing with the sun's gold, moon's silver, and Venus's copper, which actually Moor coin being backed by the counterparty, you know, platform. And let Brother Walter tell that when he gets here on Friday, Moor coin is a cryptocurrency that is based in copper. So technically, if we get to the technicalities of it and have Brother Walter go in a brief explanation on Friday, we'll actually see that Moor coin is based on Venus because of the fact it's based on copper. All righty. And right now, copper is being heavily used in a lot of your electronic applications and devices, so to speak, right? To actually send electron flow. And electron flow is what we call electricity. When the valence electron of the copper atom goes to the next valence electron, thus giving you that Newton's cradle, that's what it's giving you. It's showing you how the valence electron of the copper atom, because it's by itself, it doesn't have, it's the last electron cloud level is imbalanced. So the reason you're getting electricity is because the valence electron is looking for balance. Oh, not here. I can't be here. Okay, next. No, not here. Okay, not here. Okay, not here. And so what's being taken advantage of, the valence electron looking for that balance, is the result of what we call amperage, which is the flow, right? And that flow has been created due to the potential, the pressure, the electromotive force that is called voltage. All right. And so when the valence electron is looking for balance, it creates an intensity called amperage, right? And it depends on the size of the copper. If the copper is too thin, that means it doesn't have a resistance built up enough to handle the intensity of the valence electron flow, and it will burn up the wire. So that's electricity 101 for you guys. All righty. Shout out to, North American trade schools. That's where I went to get my HVAC certification. Back in 2010 when I got that HVAC certification. Wow. All right. So anywho, yeah, bro, that's how it goes. So yeah, that's what cycle. I know I just went on a tangent, right? Because we talk about Brother Cujo, and I was like, yeah, but because sometimes people, cryptocurrency, and that's not constitutional. When you study and get to the technicalities of it, if it's sincerely based on copper, and we can go and see that and have Brother Walter bring it to the forefront, then you might want to start getting more information about Moor coin, and start, exchanging amongst ourselves. We all have our little wallets, right? When it comes to this cryptocurrency stuff, I really trust, guys, I'm telling you, I did not invest in any cryptocurrency. It's just that, people was just thinking like, and they said, these are their words verbatim, man, you do a good job. I see you sincere. You're not out here selling packages. You're not trying to rob the people. You're actually worth more than what you're actually asking for from the people. Let me gift you this, brother. Download this. Okay, whoa. Okay, well, let me see that. And it's been people gifting us for, last month and a half, man? No, I'm serious. Shout out to Venus.
I don't know.
All right, I'm off my soapbox from pontificating from that tangent we went on when we were just talking about squares and talking about
squares are great.
Islam, right?
And electricity is everything. You're an electrical being, so that whole science that you got, it should have did something, seriously, because that's a whole science pertaining to your internalized being in some form.
Islam. Absolutely.
Islam.
I'm moving on to the next for you, beloved brother.
Islam. We're going to go to Mars, right? So the moon is going to square Mars, right? Moon's still hanging out in the 6th. And Mars is in the 9th. Yeah, still, right? It's still in the 9th.
Very Cancerian under it all, 6 and 9, right?
Yeah, that's funny. Like, yeah, this is a very, very active, emotional, fearful, sentimental time, right? So there'll be a lot of love in the air, right? Right? Because there could be some tension that happens that can be reconciled with genuine communication and love making, and that doesn't have to just be sexual. You can just be doing some erudite studies together, and it can just be mentally stimulating y'all so much. It's just like you just look over at your mate, say, "Oh my God, I love you so much. You're so intelligent." That's just some woman telling that to her consort, like, "Oh my God," and then he's gonna kiss her like, "Yeah, baby, you too, cuz." Right. there's this moment of unlocking. We've unlocked what we shall produce for the collective, for everyone to flourish, right? Because the moon again is in the 6th, so we're finding ways to be of service to the community, right? And it's definitely in a lawful and productive and aesthetic fashion, with it being Libra, right? And then Mars being Capricorn, in the 9th, that uncovering of this knowledge that we've inherited or that we just have naturally, or it could be some studies that we've been studying for some time, and now we're going to produce this product to yield a result, right? We're finding out how to really structure our routine. Our routine is important. We want to have a routine so we are not wasting our neurons in our mind, and we're not wasting our nerves or hindering our nerves in our body, right? So work out in some way, definitely work out in some way. Mental exercise, for sure. Physical exercise, for sure. Mental exercise, physical exercise. Food exercise, that's a thing. Don't overindulge in the foods. You know, it's just your health is important, really. The alcohol too, don't do that. Don't overindulge. However, I'm not saying not do it, but just don't overindulge. You need to find the moderation within your value system. Don't hurt yourself. Again, eat your fruits and your veggies seriously to heal those aches in your bones. This is a good time to research that type of information too. Get knowledgeable with what herbs and what fruits and what veggies and what essential oils stimulate the mind and the body. What really helps heal? What essential oil heals the body when you have a headache? What's going to alleviate that headache just simply by aromatherapy? What is that oil, right? So that's that knowledge that's coming to the forefront here with the moon squaring Venus and Mars collectively, or at the very close aspect. So yeah, get into your routine and change up how you have been used to things. It's your time to clean up shop, right? With that, I'll yield, right? I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. That's my last aspect. Yes. 3 aspects for me. I yield the floor.
Brother Sean, Alim L. Freestyle.
Yeah, it's Brother Sean. I thought it was you. You got it. It's live.
Indeed.
This man's a daredevil.
All right, so you said I'm a daredevil? Let's see what we got. We got sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got the sunrise. We've got the sun in Pisces. So I would say just a good time to get up, meditate, stretch, write down. Write down your journal, write down your dreams, and just relax and let everything be. And I will yield and get to my first actual aspect. And we've got Luna square Pluto.
That was, hold on, let me hit previous. It's actually before sunrise. Pardon me. There we go. Is that right?
All right, so we've got Luna and Libra in the 12th house. And then we've got Pluto and Capricorn at 27 degrees in the 3rd house. So the moon in Libra is at the degree of consumption, and Pluto is at the degree of hair. So for this, I have, there could be people taking some hair growth products, maybe to get their hair together or kind of fix some hair issues they have. Also, there can be, just an urge to, want to get away from reality and maybe just kind of get away from the normal ordeals of life to kind of just, just relax and kind of just retreat and just kind of rebuild and refocus. And then also for someone, it's a good time to maybe put off that hair design just a little longer or look at a different style of it for this transit. And as the moon progresses more, you'll be able to, you'll come across something better than originally what you thought that you want off in the first place. And then let's see what the time is for this. And then Luna will go and void a course after this aspect for 4 hours and 18 minutes.
That is correct.
So that'd be from 01, so be 1200 hours, or what people say 1201 to 4:19, 0400 hours, 19 minutes.
Excellent.
So no major purchases. No major purchases or anything of that for those 4 hours. You know, you can just put it all in your cart and look at it again later, and then resume whatever you do after that. And then I will get into my next aspect, and we've got Luna entering Scorpio.
Islam. Nice. Man, say he's a daredevil. He's on the Chris Paul with the astrology. It's the no look testimony. He's just like, let me see
it, bro. You muted.
All right, so Luna entering Scorpio. This is at 04 hours, 18 minutes in the 9th house. So for this, I would say it is a good time to study any foreign material, as my brother Jag was speaking about that Mars and Venus conjunction. You know, in the 9th, it's just a good time to get into the higher education philosophies or the mysteries of quote unquote law and what it really is. There can also be some intense feelings about to go on and action towards the mysteries of life pertaining to love, career, intimacy, values, etc. And maybe we can see some foreign investigations pertaining to things that have been happening with that Luna being in Scorpio on the 9th. And then also getting to the deepest parts of ourselves and those around us. And I would yield for that aspect for Luna entering Scorpio. So yeah, let's just be like Scooby-Doo and let's just get to the mysteries of all. Let's pull all the mask off and just see everything what it is. And yeah, so then my next aspect will be the sun trining Luna. And with Luna, Luna being at that 2 degrees, that is the degree of plots. So in that Luna is in the 6th house. And then we have the sun and let's see, Pisces in the 11th house. Mm-hmm. So, you could say it's a harmony or flowing, or you can just feel comfortable when it comes to self-identity and the subconscious sense of usefulness. People can also be finding connections at work and via the internet. And then also, going out, maybe meeting some new people or following wise people or gurus. For those that have been, documenting their journey, in their journal, they could receive some clarity by dreams, also by singing or journaling as well. And I will yield for that aspect and get to my final one for Luna squaring Mercury. And we're still on this beautiful moon day, so make sure you can check out what me and my brother Benjamin for Intuition Mondays that day.
Islam.
And here we have Luna, Islam. We've got Luna in the 3rd at 7 degrees, 29 minutes Scorpio, squaring Mercury in the 6th house. And for this, I will bear testimony as to think before you speak. Also, there could be people having someone review any letters or contracts. Also having some deep intellectual conversations that need to be had, because, squares aren't, negative as they say it. It could be an opportunity, person, a situation to make you have those that you've been, wanting to have. And, that can also be with yourself, siblings, people at work, or in the neighborhood, in your local neighborhood. And if there's an elephant in the room, just gather your thoughts and, you can either speak that day, but, just let it go by for a few days, and then you'll have the true clarity and a way to express what you want to get off, what you need to say. Islam, and now yield for my final aspect.
All righty, Islam. I think it's my healthy Tuesday now. I think I have
the
6
chunk of moon.
Right?
It's a chunk of moon.
Yeah, no. Brother Sean had all the void moons, right? That's amazing. Brother Sean had all the void moons, man. He said, yeah, I know, and I got all moons, right? I got all the lunar Scorpio transits, huh? All right, because I'm a Scorpio moon. All right, so anyway, here we go. Putting that there. All right, so Tuesday, Mars Day, my day. Right. All right, so Tuesday, Ilawa Hamael or Zamael, some would say. I know you heard Hamael. That's how you pronounce the CH, right? Diphthong, right? Or KH sometimes also. But anyway, here we go. Tuesday, right? Ilawa Zamael, right? That's Mars Day. 22nd February 2022. This is actually 2 years after I got to meet the medical astrologer, Lynn Coiner. Shout out to Lynn Coiner. I actually was able to put one of our Little Star Seeds AstroLiteracy sets in her hand, before she left. I met her at an NCGR, Baltimore Astrology Society meeting 2 years ago from that date there. It's really amazing. So shout out to Lynn Coiner. All right. 065325. We gotta see if she's still, traveling around and still sharing astrology. All right. So anyhow, 0600 53 minutes and 25 seconds thereafter is sunrise, where the sun will be rising at 3 degrees Pisces. 50 minutes, very close to Fomalhaut, the Watcher in the South, one of the royal stars there. So you guys can definitely take your hold on, let me make sure I said that correctly. East. Yeah, south, right? Ish. Right, Watcher in the South, right? Royal Star, Fomalhaut. So anyway, with that being said, guys, it's always first housing in with a sunrise, right? And transiting Tropic Pisces. All right, so these are based on the Tropic Zodiac here. All right, so let's move on with that. What planet has the highest dignity at this time? Jupiter. Ballin'. Jupiter's doing good. It has a dignity of +8. It's in a sign that it rules, and it's in its own terms and own face. Look at that, Jupiter. All right. So here we go, and we're moving right along. For my first aspect here, it is Luna in reflection to Uranus. Looky, Astro Cookie. So Luna's in reflection to Uranus, guys. And again, we're using our 7-heel star, right? Trademark, right? New 7-heel star trademark, numeric code copyright, right? We're using our technique. This is our 7-heel star numeric code technique that we utilize that, I've developed from our 7-heel star Astro study poster. All righty. So that's what I'm actually utilizing in my Freestyle Wednesday. All righty. So you're going to hear me just get directly to, the actor, which is the planet, the script, which is the sign, and the stage, which is the house. So that's what I'm going to do there. All righty. So we're going to look right here, right? Look at this. This is happening exactly at moon set and Uranus rise. Looky, Astro Cookie. And there, what I say earlier, they say this is where the moon is not doing this. This is the sign that the moon is debilitated because it's exalted in Taurus. And in modern astrology, Uranus is debilitated in Taurus, but it's exalted in Scorpio. So technically, in modern and contemporary astrology, they would be in mutual reception by exaltation sign. So they would both actually get a +4 here in my book, as far as that's concerned, even though right here, the moon's at a -4. And you're not going to have Uranus when you're talking dignities because, you're only utilizing essential dignities, technically, pre-Saturn. Anything post-Saturnian or trans-Saturnian is not actually considered because that's part of the astrology dealing with what you can see with your naked eye. All righty. So, I do a lot of, as they call, different astro systems mixing. However, we're always making sure we know what we're talking about and where people would, explain that being, this branch of astrology uses this, but this, there's only one sky. Let's continue. So with this right here, Uranus just rising, right? That radical change on the rise, right? That pouring out the knowledge on the rise, all at the same time, your subconscious mind and dealing with the occult while you're actually doing your best with your health. Maybe even at this time, what's so funny, people may be really, notice if a lot of people are walking their dogs on this day. Really pay attention. Hold on, time out. Did you guys let me go ahead? Did I really just start delineating on something that's not it? Look at that, guys. 1 second. Let's show this Mercury transiting its shadow, right? Guys, I'm looking at the 21st March. And when I saw that, I said, well, hold on. That's actually where the sun actually enters Aries. So let's go to I hit previous. Did I hit previous?
I wasn't even looking at the screen, bro. I was looking at Celeste. That's wild.
Let's go previous. Previous. There we go. On the 22nd, right? Look at, do y'all see it's opposite though? It's kind of almost opposite, right?
Kancha.
Pay attention to that pattern too. So a month later, when Moon is 180 to that, right? And you know, it's beautiful to get messy and make mistakes, right? Ride on the magic school bus, right? Miss Frizzle, right? Miss Shizzle. No, I'm kidding, Brother Sean. Because he got Shizzle up there, and it just rhymes. Frizzle, Shizzle. Anyway, no, but yeah, you know, referring to
morsel.
You're hilarious. Referring to the magic school bus, though. These guys are still in mutual reception, though. But let's switch it over. Okay, so Uranus is in the 6th, and Luna is actually in the 12th, and so they're in mutual reception technically by concept. However, as far as exaltation is concerned, however, let's really just get to this. See, the 180 is a reflection. I don't really get into the opposition. I don't really get into the war, terminologies, because we're for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, right? So at the end of the day, when you really operate in love is the conquering energy, actually. So the reflection. So Luna, alrighty, let's look at the numeric code. The numeric code is 4, 8, 12. Interestingly, that's symbolizing all the water signs, just in its placement, right? 4 Cancer, 8 Scorpio, 12 Pisces. So with that right there, we're really institutionalizing in our home those things that we, that are well produced behind the scenes, things that we think are occult, things that we think are taboo. The public goes, astrology is, it's the devil, everybody boucher. Whereas really at the end of the day, we're really finding ourselves really having a really awesome self-discipline moment from the recollections in self-study. That self-study in occult things. Occult just means hidden. What's hidden? What's hidden is if you don't know your astrology. So let's bring it to light here. And this is Moon rising when this is happening, actually. So what's getting that rise in your occult self-discipline is your subconscious mind. And here in Scorpio, most people, it's just so horrible. No, let's call the energy what it is. We're allowing ourselves to really secure our subconscious minds in a self-discipline practice, right? We're on the self-discipline stage, but we're acting out things behind the scenes that we are really allowing ourselves to really get to the death and regeneration pertaining to things that may not really benefit us. So those actions are now reflecting the radical change that occurs when it comes to pets. So again, at this time, even though I was giving testimony for the 21st, so just a testimony in the future for the 21st March, really still pay attention to that when Luna's opposite Uranus 21st March. I really think people are going to be really walking their pets. But 6th house isn't just health and service. It's not, 6th house just isn't your nervous system and your intestines, Ayurvedically speaking. 6th house is also pets, all righty? Things that comfort you, also. Maybe even a stuffed animal, right? So with that also being said, this happening at 9 minutes and 59 seconds after midnight, right? You're like, man, who's gonna be walking your dog at midnight? That's probably that little final walk thingy, or your dog is just kind of scratching at the door or something. It could be. If you got a doggy door, I wouldn't be surprised that the dog uses the doggy door around this time, right? To, eliminate some things from what it ate, right? So it may be a change in their behavior. Like, hey, he doesn't really ever go out like this, but maybe that was one of those nights where you guys were traveling and you got home a little late. And so you had to still feed the dog or whatever and things like that. So you kind of had that energy going on. Again, insight and intuition. However, just for the collective, just here, when it comes to the areas in life, when it comes to self-discipline, institutions, hidden enemies, where 6th house is open enemies, we're not going to get into the doom and gloom of that. We'll just look at it as healthy competition that you may see and the competition that you may not see. depending on those things. So collectively, when it comes to interacting with one another, both parties are really going to be reflecting one another. It's almost like who's better, left Twix or right Twix? And you're going to really see that that's a foolish discussion. It's only for a purpose of selling Twix. Moving right along. You have Luna trine Jupiter, right? So let's get this Jupiterian harmony, this lunar Jupiterian harmony up here. All righty, and that's next, Ed. See, look at what we're doing here. Pardon me, hit the next button. At 0145 minutes and 12 seconds thereafter, all righty, we have Luna here at 12 degrees Pisces, 15 minutes in the 11th house. It's in a trine relationship with Jupiter here at 12 degrees Pisces, 15 minutes in the 3rd house. My numerical delineation is 9, 12, 12, 3. All righty, in a triune harmony, right? Even though, well, let me not do 9, 12, 12, 3. Let's start with Luna. So with Luna, it is 4, 8, 11. All righty, in harmony with 9, 12, 12, 3. So with that being said, guys, I really find that you're probably at home internet, probably, home electronics, but behind the scenes. To you guys that's out there producing music, studio, your home producers. However, we're not going to marginalize it just being home production. But those of you guys that have studios at your home, right, you're going to be doing some really awesome kind of like sharing and communicating. I got a feeling it's probably going to be some producer giving tutorials. You know what I mean? On some type of, and that happens a lot. You got Cubase tutorials. I know a lot of times on Twitch. I think Timbaland's on Twitch. So even just a mention of that, of me even saying that, maybe people would be interested. Maybe, but on this particular day, on the 22nd February 2022, even leading up to this time, maybe you've watched something before. Maybe you guys are going to get some kind of like behind the scenes dealing with music producers. All righty. I know I didn't go on the degrees here. I'm not really intending to go on degrees here particularly. Me, myself personally, I'm not knocking any brothers that do, because Brother Sean has been doing amazing with going on the degrees here. I just wanted to show you guys how the numerical delineation goes. All righty. So with that being said, all righty. So we're just really at home inheriting what has been shared with us, or we're really at home sharing what we've inherited. So a lot of times people may, like I said, this kind of gives me that tutorial energy, and you having a harmony and really expanding, what it is that you want to share and communicate, locally. I know, a lot of times, I know we're on the internet and we're worldwide, but those that are, people that subscribe to your YouTube channels or any other social medias actually make up your local community within the global internet community. So also at the same time, that's what you guys are going to be seeing with the metaverse too. Shout out to Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bey. In the metaverse, you guys are going to be seeing, because I guess I comprehend this because I have the North Node in Gemini in the 11th house. So having, the North Node, which is my destiny, in Gemini, the local community, in the 11th house, the global community. So a lot of people are going to be making their own local communities in the metaverse. So you're going to be probably really seeing a lot of energy pertaining to that. So it's going to be people probably be expanding about NFT parcels and having that there, as well as, because that's art also. However, it's going to be a lot of people probably seeking to, have a creative way of pushing their music production, specifically music production, specifically. All right. So make sure you're producing those beautiful melodies within, collectively speaking, on an esoteric level, from within yourself, where you're actually, in your subconscious mind, really, taking these occult sharings or this knowledge poured down on you, communicate within yourself and breathe easily and expand your lungs so that you can be able to discipline your steps. We already know if we do the proper breathing exercises, taking in the correct prana, downloading what we need from the Akashic records, sun gazing as we can. I know it's cold here in the Northern Hemisphere. However, you can carve out a spot somewhere on some land, put your feet there, and make sure you have that current exchange between you, the earth, and the sun. All righty. So that you can actually enjoy expanding your self-disciplines. All righty. So that you can be able, to really just regenerate those things that were shared with you. All right. You probably end up remembering some things from a long time ago. Someone's told you were 12 years old, between 12 and 15 years old, right? Because I just chose that for 12 degrees, 15 minutes. But maybe between those ages, you're actually recalling something. And now it makes sense to you. It didn't make sense then, but it makes sense to you now. Moving forward, Luna square Saturn, all right? So let's find Saturn, and we're going to put it at a 90-degree aspect here, right? 90-degree aspect. And here we go. We have Luna here in the 6th house, alrighty. So there's my numerical. Without further ado, we got a 486 kind of energy there, you know. So we're at home inheriting the health service or a home inheritance service, right? We're talking just the key terms for the numerical, alrighty. And we have Saturn here, all right, at 18 degrees, which is partile to the 18 degrees 4 minutes. So 18 degrees 4 minutes in Aquarius, partile to that in Scorpio for the moon. But here's Saturn, alrighty, within the 9th house, alrighty. So my numerical delineation for Saturn is 10, 11, 11, 9. So we're actually being able to get the essential things that need to be shared to the collective for their erudition, for their higher learning, so that we're able to really service those things that they have hunches about, but may not be too sure of, or they really do know about, but they have to be in a community of their own, sort of, or be around others that serve like they serve. So this is one of those, you know, even though it's a square energy, there's this obstacle, because that is what the square is. There's this obstacle or this challenge between the occult thinking and how, you know, occult servers, so astrologers, Reiki healers, tarot card readers, things of that, like mediums, psychics. Alrighty, there's this challenge to do what? Okay, there's this, it's a beautiful challenge actually, to really just share the essentials to everyone so they can really get the erudition. So people may be even seeing me, like lately I did a numeric code presentation on Facebook. I went live and showed you guys actually how I draw the numeric code out. I drew you guys a zodiac, a simple zodiac. If you were patient, you know, you got through the technical difficulties of some things, because I was just making sure my pen tablet was working. But you get through the video, really watch it, you can really see that this transit, maybe on this day, you'll actually watch that video. However, collectively speaking, overall, for our overall collective, and esoterically speaking, esoterics deals with internal or your soul evolution purposes. So when it comes to that and the dictates of your soul being the moon, I really just see that you guys are really going to find this way to actually allow yourselves really to inherit things that really serve you. This is kind of goes back to, you know, right after the you recalling things from a, you know, an earlier age, and now it makes sense. Now what you're able to do is challenge yourself and, you know, seeing those essentials that you got from that and share those things with someone else or the collective group, and it's going to really benefit everyone's erudite mind. Everyone's going to benefit from the higher learning, 9th house. Moving forward, guys. All righty. So we have a growth opportunity between Luna and Shukra, right? A growth opportunity between Luna and Shukra. Shukra is Venus, right? So let's get this growth and opportunity aspect, which is 60 degrees. All right, so with that growth and opportunity there, we have Luna here and still in Scorpio, right? And they say, oh, it's the worst place for Scorpio is 19 degrees. Okay, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's so bad. I don't think having the moon at 19 degrees is so bad in Scorpio. I don't think it's so bad. All right. Anyhow, so moving right along, right? And continuing. Why your camera looks so dark, bro? Is your lens kind of covered a little bit? You had to move it over or something. It's just like the light not getting to it. You're good though. I can still see you. I can see you. It's just a camera.
Oh yeah, that's the sun setting. So the sun was mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, the clouds are doing this thing. The sun isn't, but you know, the sun is kind of setting though. So yeah.
True. It is in the west, and I mentioned that at 15:33 Eastern, right? That was 3:33. Now it's 15:34. Amazing, right? So let's Islam. Let's continue. We got that, right? We got that aspect, right? Okay, let's do this. Let's switch since we're halfway there, right? I was supposed to switch, right? Let's do this. All right, so we can make it a little less busy for everyone, right? I said we was going to go to this chart, right? So you guys can, you know, want to turn your energy into this or into a cash app, guys. Don't be afraid to donate to us, alrighty. You can go and really check out the About Us. I know it is more than just me, alrighty. And at the end of the day, just let it be known whatever it is. So it can be. Actually, let's move on forward though, so I can actually show you guys this. Let me actually move this out the way and bring our chart adjust back up. All right. All righty. So continuing to inspire people, that's what we do, Here we go. We're dealing with this Luna Venus, alrighty, and there's this growth opportunity between them two. So of course here's Venus and here's Luna, right? So you guys can see it without the other points and planets there, right? It's kind of got this 4-5 relationship, right? Look at that 4-5 relationship there. So Luna 20 degrees, Scorpio 58 minutes in that sextile harmony, 60 degrees, right? Sextile growth opportunity. At 20 degrees, 58 minutes, this is Capricorn, guys. So my numerical delineation here again, 4, 8, 4. So Luna is an accidental dignity here. So we're just at home securing. It's funny. I'm about to say debt. At home securing the debt, or basically we're kind of getting rid of that. What we're doing is we're really allowing ourselves to say what we need to say. Just to be honest, some things on your mind subconsciously, you should be able to really kind of express those things and be secure about it. Because a lot of times, death and regeneration could really come from just telling the truth, so that it takes away the ambiguity or the obscurity of things. And you'll allow yourself to really be creative, because Luna here with this 2-7 numerical, 2, 7, 10, 5. So we're really having fun is the 5 in structuring how we're relating our values, right? I kind of went backwards on that because the values is 2, the relating is 7, the structure or the essentials actually is the 10, and the 5 is the creativity. So we're really just, that's the creative essentials are really being valued when people can relate to them. All righty. So that's leading back to what I was just saying about, taking all this occult things that we've learned and really showing how it's simple. So that's why I'm only using the numerical to actually further inspire you guys. I know, there's been times and I've heard people say, you sound like you talk over our head. We're never actually talking over your head. I'm always planting seeds and walking away.
Islam.
So with that being said, I'm talking about when it comes to teaching these things, because I know mind knows not, NAUGHT, which means falsehood. So the mind knows falsehood when you're told. So we can only share with you, trusting that thought is a seed planted in your mind, and then it will grow accordingly in honor, because it was planted in honor. However, its growth is dependent on that whom the thought was implanted. So with that being said, guys, we're just going to really make sure we have this growth opportunity between our subconscious mind and our values, and making sure that when it really comes to what we really want to communicate and really just say what we need to say, it's going to really come off like, wow, man, he's really, or she's really creative and really sharing those values, sharing those essential values, because now I can relate to it. Astrology doesn't seem so, however, for us not to seem biased, because we can't be in our practice, we're not just speaking about us. This could be anyone, any astrologer out there. However, I'm letting you guys know with these energies, the more and more we give testimony, I'm letting you guys know we give testimony based in sincerity. So a lot of times where you guys are going to see these things work for those that are only sincere. All righty. So those guys, that's how it really works. It really is a chill, workable thing there. Let me move forward, because I know Brother Sean had close out there.
Yes, nature responds to sincerity. I don't mean to cut your wisdom.
No, do your thing, bro.
Nature responds to sincerity. That's the foundation.
Islam.
Right?
Islam, bros. I'm a yield and go do my stanglish, but
oh no, go do your thing. We'll take over. Me and Brother Terrell. Because I know
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. I'll pass the baton, let y'all run that final leg. You feel me?
Yeah, well, you already know. We got you, bro. Go and do your thing.
Travel safely, bro.
Islam, bro. Peace and love.
All right, Islam, beloved brother. Peace and love.
Islam.
All right, so we'll take that last one, bro. You can start it off, and you'll do the first and third one. I'll do the second and fourth. So you got the void of course on that first one, man. Because I know, like I said, the delay was on me, and I knew Brother Sean had to go and do a subcontractual thing or whatever. But that's what I'm talking about. Magnificent bros, man. We still get it in and do what we got to do. We show up when we can, and we handle what we got to handle when we have to handle it, right? without anyone trying to impede us doing it or trying to control us, because they know we really stand for principle. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people try to manipulate us in the background because they know we stand for principle when they're really dirty Moors, right? So anyway, so here we go. In moving forward, Luna is sextile Mars, right? Look at this growth opportunity, this lunar Martian growth opportunity, right? So again here, however, it's a little different for me. So, you know, it's funny to say what you need to say thing, because now Luna is communicating in the communication house. So in the area pertaining to life, right? Or how you're thinking, communicating, even your short distance travel, you definitely want to, you know, it's funny because Scorpio's intercepted. So Venus is ruling over this while conjunct, you know, with Mars. However, right, I know, right? So with that, moving forward though, however, just looking at this for the 22nd still, and this is for 1758 minutes and 19 seconds thereafter. If we just look at the numerical delineation, again, 483, so that's home, inheritance, communication. All righty, so guys, we are definitely allowing ourselves, and while we're in our meditative states, possibly, you know, maybe at this time someone's taking a breather. Oh, I need to relax, let me take this breather or whatever. Or people, again, you know, if you're home and you're doing some production of that sort, you might find yourself actually kind of allowing yourself, this is so funny, to take on a different style of music. Actually, you may be incorporating some elements within your music that are beautiful yet transformative, because you're actively doing this, right? You have this exalted, alrighty, activity in moving forward in the things that you essentially enjoy creating, therefore expressing another side of your values and how you can really transform. Because even what's interesting, Mars and Pluto, you know, in modern astrology are co-rulers for Scorpio, even though Scorpio is intercepted at this moment. However, where's Aries on the 8th house? So that, again, that's behind the scenes. All righty, this is, you know, that production behind the scenes, the death and regeneration, the death and rebirth, right? So with that being said, be born again. People will be going with this reinventing themselves energy. Maybe people will actually pay attention that there are people that may have had one appellation and it attracted an energy of wrath. And even, you know, due to sincere and wise counsel, now they've actually considered doing that. However, ones have to really, you know, when you're doing reinventing yourself, make sure it doesn't border paranoid schizophrenia. And you can really tell who those people are. They can't really mask it, especially in these days and times. All righty. People can't really mask it. Because really the only thing that's really resonating right now on the planet is sincerity. That really is. It don't matter how many people say be sincere. You know, people do these videos, you need to do this and you need to be sincere. What about this? Because all people are doing are really just mimicking and parroting those of us that are doing their actual real work. All righty, inside, east and outside, west. All right, within, east and without. That's west. All right, so really take this time in your reinvention. Just know that when you go to present yourself with this, people are they're gonna be like, whoa, I've never heard this style of music. Oh, I've never seen you sew this type of garment before. I've never seen you tailor this type of garment before. Oh, I didn't expect you to bake the cake like that. That's so that's what people are gonna, be, observing. I think it's gonna be more observed for the collective.
It's like they're starting to get it.
Yeah, they're going to be starting to get it. They're going to actually see, like, it's almost like how people see us, because we're copper tone and we're all males. We're copper tone, we're all males, and you know what the stereotype usually is for that. However, we're actually doing the highest science on the planet.
There's not
3 cycles, 3 days a cycle, or what they call a week, but it's 3 days a cycle. All right, so Gesundheit. So with that being said, and moving forward, let's get this trine energy going on now between Luna and Neptune, correct?
That's You really just went on the what chapter is that though? Like general opinion is no proof of truth. General opinion is no proof
of truth. Yep. Yeah, I can't remember which
chapter
chapter that is right now,
but yeah. Chapter is that? Let me find. Go ahead, do your thing though. I'm gonna get
the generalities of man
are ignorant.
Are ignorant. The generalities of man are
general
ignorant.
opinion is no proof of truth, for the generality of men are ignorant.
Yes, and that is
the soul of man, chapter 38. Actually.
Look at that.
Islam.
Soul pertaining to mind. Muy interesante. So just before it's Neptune set, Neptune is there in the 7th house. So look at that. Neptune deals with, that institution, right? Relationship. Look at that. 7th house. So it's dealing with the relationship energy, right? So let's do the numerical delineation for our Luna trine Neptune. Luna's numeric code, all righty, 4, 8, and 3. So we still have a 4, 8, 3 energy. So we have that home inheritance communication energy. Neptune, all righty, spirituality. Pisces, spirituality. 7th house, relationship, right? So guys, do your thing in doing your thing. Pardon me. Do your thing in doing your thing here, where you're really still allowing yourself to take these communications from, you may be ruminating, running some things over in your mind, you're chewing the cud in your mind. Proverbially speaking, I'm not calling any of you a cow, even though if you got vaccinated, you're definitely some type of animal on the farm. And it's all good. Don't worry about it. You didn't know the etymology. You thought you were supposed to do some things, but now you know. Think for yourself, right? It's all good. But for those of us that aren't chattel property or wards of any public trust, so-called state of corporation, what we're going to do is actually just continue to show you guys that when you want to go and relate these things that you are doing, these self-disciplines, and you really want to relate them, you're probably going to really see and recognize that, hey, you're not going to really be able to relate to these people unless these people already have a same kind of general idea. Like those that you relate to would have to be within the local community pertaining to your occult mindset, your occult soul pertaining to mind, because the dictates of your soul is Luna and the subconscious mind is Luna, right? So what you're going to see is there's going to be a harmony in being able to relate to those that they may not know who you are. However, they're embracing you because it's like, yo, that's my people. My people. I'm seeing this theme of my people, happening here. So that's just my brief testimony for that, and also what people are going to see too, the value in really when it comes to love and relationships, guys. Like I said, I know what the social engineering is and the animal husbandry that is actually occurring on the planet that people think is starting a family and having loved ones. And if it's in harmony with nature and people are really discussing the realities of things and not being corporate entities and wards, all righty, because if you're a corporate entity and a ward of the state, and that it's just animal husbandry. You're actually just chattel property on a farm, but it's just human beings. But the difference is in the mindsets, all righty? So chattel property usually, refer to themselves as colors when they're referring to themselves, whereas those that aren't chattel property usually refer to themselves pertaining to their nationality. So this is one of those harmonies and being able to, whatever people really be thinking about as far as the ideas or paradigms that they think their group association really has, people are going to find the harmonies in their individualities. It's almost like we're all together. However, instead of categorizing everyone's together, but can be seen for their uniqueness, actually. And it's a harmonious one too, and everyone can see everyone else's beauty. So it's the proverbial look for the best that's in others and give the best that's in you, quoting Prophet Noble Ali. And now we're moving on to sunrise for our last final one. We're gonna come in off the bench for Brother Sean Alim L, because he's doing his excellent thing and what he does in the community and serving the people. All righty, so we're gonna continue.
No, this is me. I had Saturday, Sunday, and Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Time out. It's you?
Yeah.
That's right, Brother Sean had Friday and Monday, Friday, right? So, so he did yield. Okay, okay. My apologies. Look at that, guys. I was loud. This must be the moment where you guys can see. Look, Brother Hasan doesn't matter. If I make a mistake, cool, and I have no problem. Once I really know that, okay, that's I have no problem being accountable, and that's what I encourage my brothers to be also. So, thank you, brother Jack, correcting me on that. I appreciate you, brother. So you actually have the 23rd, right? All right, you go and do your magnificence there, brother, and I yield the floor to you. Islam, peace, and love.
Islam. What we got? So we're moving on to the 23rd February, right? 1442 or 2022, right?
Mm-hmm.
Moon's outside, baby. Yeah, so sunrise at 0652 minutes and 2 seconds, right? That's a 5-minute difference from the last time I said it. Right? So look at that. Look at that. Right. So, just enjoy yourself, get into your artistic arts, that's for sure. Get into your studies.
That's an actual formal conjunction. I yield.
Oh yeah, it is. Wow. Yeah. Actual. Yeah. So this could be a good time to look into some astrological studies for the constellations specifically. Vivian E. Robson, that's an author. Is that Fixed Stars and Constellations? Is that the name of it?
Yep, Fixed Stars and Constellations. Vivian E. Robson. You're exactly correct. That's what.
Yeah.
And it's a he. Vivian E. Robson is a he. By the way, for the
Islam. Yeah, check that out. Get you some. It's very straight and to the point. Islam. So we're gonna look at the moon and Pluto. All right, this happened before sunrise, obviously.
I got it right this time.
Right?
I hit the previous button.
One click.
Yeah, no, right?
One click. All right, so the moon's in the 10th, right? And Pluto's in the 1st. Oh, look at that. This is some very interesting, intensified dream work, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, this can be a great time when you really realize or come to terms with how you need to, maybe put yourself out there a little bit more, or what needs to be more obscure, so to speak, or things that may need to be, not so public, so to speak. Or really, this could be just that whole identity change that really unifies with who you really are. So instead of hiding who you are, you're being more acceptive of who you are. So now you're conducting yourself more, openly and sincerely. And it'll really probably help, your business endeavors or whatever career business plan that you have brewing at the moment. It'll give you that that umph that you need, so to speak, when you really connect to that self identity, to who you really are. That Pluto and Capricorn is like really honoring your ancient foremothers and forefathers, like connecting to that root. And then you after that, it's like, okay, so now you have to worship under your own vine and fig tree, right? So you have to know yourself, and you have to not cling to something outside of yourself, things that are not connected to nature, so to speak. right? So coming to terms with that and really identifying that and releasing the things that are the opposite of natural, things that aren't really helping nature. Like Mother Earth needs to, she needs us to sustain her or feed her the nurturing things that she gives to us, water, food, shelter, okay. So we make sure the earth is sustainable so we can have those things. That's how it goes. All right. So now we're realizing how we need to, let's just say, not litter, like simple as that. Like that's literally a detriment to everyone.
Don't be a litter critter. Consider before you litter. Stop.
The litter critter, though.
Don't be a litter critter. Consider before you litter. Stop.
Consider that word. Consider the stars. Look at that. There it is. Consideration. Know, right? Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah. We're gonna move on. This is the moon's last aspect, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's gonna go void for what? 4 hours and 5 minutes.
You're exactly correct, beloved brother. That's awesome.
Islam. Yeah. Okay. So what? That would be 8:28.
8:29. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do say that right. 8:28. Yeah, because the calendar rounds up. It rounds up.
Right. Oh yeah, the calendar rounds up, and then we put it in here, be like accuracy.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. This one be like it was actually, but
8:28:50.
Absolutely.
Islam. So look at that. The moon just went from Scorpio, and then the moon is going to go into the 8th house of Sag. But it's actually in Scorpio. That's interesting. Okay, so this is that. Where's Mars in the 10th? Yeah, so we're really just getting it. So now we're putting our dreams into action. We're really getting it. We're right. We're getting our trust into action. We're getting we're getting mother and the relatives comfortable with trust law, common law, contract law. These are things that we're discussing with the people that we're closest to, and it seems foreign to them with the moon being in Sag. However, you have this intuitive ability with the moon being in the 8th to really communicate the beauties of that key word, the joint accounts with the 8th house. So we're unifying our resources with the 8th house, right? Again, that goes back to what we use I'm going to renovate the building or construct it. We're building our own building. Now Brother Hasan's going to wire that whole John just like that. That's it. That's moon in the 8th house in Sag. We're doing things that we should have been doing that seems foreign. However, it's our nature. We've been doing these things. It's just foreign to us because we aren't connected to it. What you say, bro?
No, I said absolutely. I was bearing witness to your statement. Absolutely.
Islam. So, just yield to what's best for you. Trust that intuitive thought, seriously. And don't be afraid of structure and discipline, because that's needed for you to, light that fire under your ass. Seriously. Excuse me, French.
Or as the Sayara to say, pardon my Egyptian brogue. Pardon my Egyptian brogue. Shout out to Mother Rashida Bey. Go ahead, man. Am I hitting the next button yet?
Yeah, we got it. Go ahead. We got Mars and what we got? We got Mars and Neptune.
Absolutement. Oui.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Mars in that 7th. It's tough. This is cool though. It can be cool. It can be mitigated. Oh yeah, it's mitigated a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Moon. When the moon in the 5th. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is active. Huh. It's like a gym date. Going to work out together. Yeah.
That was good. I see that. Yeah. Okay.
that would be great. actually. Like, you know, it'll just that's that mental stimulation, right? With Neptune, because Neptune would be the mind, sort of, right? And there's this ninth house thing. So we're doing something sort of out of the routine, maybe. It's something we're trying to it's a new gain that we're trying to accomplish, so to speak. So yeah, this could be you just like the what was that? I forget what aspect you had. What was it in Uranus? Let me see. Where's Uranus? Oh, Jupiter and Uranus. I said like that aspect was like at the right place at the right time. This is kind of that energy too.
Man, God, you took it almost out my mouth, bro, because when you look at where the planets are, including their dispositors, you're like, hold up, bro.
Yo.
Hold up.
Yeah, yo.
Go ahead, bro. I want you to say it. I'm gonna yield. I'm looking at him though, like, oh, hold up. Oh, whoa.
Islam. So yeah, be open to you know, this big whoa. What's that? Who's that? That's interesting.
Because we're online. Let's hope no one's interrupting you because they see you online.
That's interesting. You can hear me though, right? I'm clear.
Yes, you are. We just don't see your camera right now. I guess you gotta get in a call or whatever. You good?
Yeah, that's what that is. All right, so this may be a good time to like communicate the things that you may have inherited as well in regard to literature or knowledge, something that you've been studying for the past few years, really. Yeah, it's like, you know, because that you said something about your HVAC school earlier, and I think you said that was 12 years, so that was your Jupiter cycle, right? So you kind of displayed that for them, and then it could be like someone's definitely going to be experiencing that like out in the public, so to speak. This is more personal, you know what I mean, or relative to also like, I don't know, you could be out with the family. Maybe you may go out to lunch. This is a good lunch time, maybe to really communicate those structures or that business idea that's really going to formulate you know, just the revenue doesn't stop. Let's just put it like that. It's going to be consistent,
bro.
Seriously.
Yo, please go. Okay, I'm just gonna say. Yo, where's Mars, bro? Where's Mars?
Do your thing, yo.
Where's Mars?
7 in the 7th. Yes.
What sign?
Capricorn.
Where's Saturn?
In the 8th. In
Where's Neptune?
Neptune's in the 9th in Pisces.
And where's Jupiter?
Jupiter is in the same house.
Oh, do you see the only thing that makes this a little not so powerful is the fact that Mars is an accidental debility in the 7th, but it's exalted in Capricorn, and then Saturn's domicile, so it has favor. Jupiter and Neptune domicile in the 9th house, in the Jupiterian house, bro. That transit is phenomenal.
Islam. This is like the royal. This aspect kind of makes me think about, you know how in the ancient times when they would have the princess go to the prince, and her father her father has to, you know, say, yeah, this okay, you're the one type energy. Islam.
That stamped and sealed undeniability.
It's like
type
they're
thing.
starting to see like, yeah, that's it. Islam. Yeah. So I'm a year with that. This Jupiter ascending. Watch that film. That'll give you that reality pertaining to your inheritance. Like what you really inherited, and like you may be blind to it at this moment, but it's like, yo, you can literally go outside right now and do whatever you want.
Especially if you're sincere. It's a great time to be someone who has been depositing your energy in the universe, being sincere, not trying to keep the Joneses, man, because goodness gracious, shower me with your love. It's going to be like that. Seriously.
No, for real, yo. Like, seriously, nature responds to sincerity, so you have to give yourself that.
That favor is pouring out, bro. Okay, I yield.
Islam. We can move on. What we got? We got the moon and the sun. They're gonna square it up. Square it up. Right? Moon's in the 4th. Get that accidental dignity. And then the sun's in the 7th. Sun don't like it there.
You're lit.
This is cool though. This is gonna be cool because with Pisces, they're both Jupiter's ruling the moon, both luminaries.
That's absolutely correct.
And Jupiter, you know, it has some sort of energy to do with Jupiter, right?
Well, yeah, because you know when you have intercepted houses, they'll say sometimes that you know both Mars and Jupiter, since you know this is intercepted. So they're going to say that the 4th house is being ruled by Mars and Jupiter collectively. So technically, you are actually correct, beloved brother. You are.
Islam.
Yes.
Virgo. Right.
Do your thing. Don't let me distract you. I'm just
look at Mercury, yo. No, you good. Like I was looking at the rising sign. Yeah. Virgo on the rise. Mercury, accidental dignity too. That's interesting. Conjunct Saturn. Huh. This is interesting. I like this chart. I like this energy right here. This aspect. It's at 1732. What'd you say, bro?
And it's the closing square. So yeah.
This is my last aspect too?
It's the last aspect, but it's the closing square in the moon cycle.
Islam.
Yeah, it's the 3rd quarter moon.
Islam. Ooh. Yeah, this is great. And that sun is still conjunct Omaha too. So moon square Omaha. So do not overindulge here, right? You don't want to overindulge within the whole, alcohol, the spirits. Like, you should probably fast from that. And let's say get into the yoga practices more so, the breathing practices, the breathing exercises. Also, getting out of your comfort zone, right? Making yourself a little bit uncomfortable so you can expand, really, like seriously, because the tension is going to help you get through to the goal, right? So, an example, let's just say you've never put drywall in a home. You don't know how to put drywall in. However, the being who's teaching you or who's showing you how to put drywall in, he shows you one time. And with that one time, you really have to be paying attention for you to be able to complete your task. So it's really just being disciplined and focused. Use that focus so you can measure twice, or measure 3 times and cut once, right? Just you're focusing on your goal. You're not really letting the emotional differences within the group or also within whomever you may be relating with really sway you from where you know you're heading or where you're going within your journey. Because as individuals, as beings, we have to focus on, what makes us happy and what brings us joy, And then, that just harmonizes with the other within interest, because the interest has to be unified for us to, harmoniously look at things the same and in some sort of same fashion. And if that's not the case, that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. However, proper communication and not being, let's say, fixed in your ways of thinking when you're used to like basically those thoughts that's not helping you get to the next level, right? So really being open to constructive criticism, let's put it like that, right? Take the criticism that's going to help you benefit yourself and others, right? So that's pretty much that aspect there, so just, write down your thoughts too, maybe. Brother Sean was speaking on journaling a lot, so definitely do that. It'll help. Right, and yeah, that's it. I yield. Islam.
Well, thank you, Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, for closing it out with that buzzer beater there. No, we don't have any time here, but we've been on for a couple of hours. That's because we were freestyle Wednesday in. We were doing the insight and intuition thing. So people can see, like, when we're doing stuff on the fly, that's on the fly. When we're writing our reports, our presentations are a lot shorter because we're just going to go over our notes, boom, 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 boom. But the goal is actually you're going to start seeing us just do different astrological presentations under 15 minutes. All righty. So you're going to be seeing more than just myself doing presentations or whatever. I'm going to start making sure like we have some other things. It's going to be some things that you guys can get, but it'll probably come once we have, the revamp of the website. So when you guys do your memberships, you can get lectures from us because we're going to be practicing a lot of our research astrology things to prepare us for next year for some goals that I see that we can set for ourselves. So we're going to further strengthen our research astrology skills because we already do that in a certain way, but it's a little different than, just creating art or, being the most promising astrologers, you know what I'm saying? However, we want to make sure that we, do research study and things like that also. So, which by the way, I gotta respond to something in my email for one of the OPA questions. So it's so amazing to just kind of look at that post when I go to look at it. So let's stop the screen share here now, guys. Alrighty, and get on here to this screen share just very briefly. 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys. And we would like to just thank you all for joining us, right, for our 7 Heel Star Astro Calendar, March 2021 to February Pisces 2022. Next cycle, you'll see a different beginning cover and end cover, all righty, because what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go on Photoshop and change that 2021 portion, right, that I have there. I might got to really start it all over if I really don't even see the original file for that. But since I got all the original portions, I'm going to make that happen again, probably, just do a little different lettering. Maybe not. We'll see. I get all artsy and stuff, but you guys are going to see the new covers and it's going to say 7 Heel Star Astro Calendar, March Aries 2022 to February Pisces 2023. And you will see that next cycle. And we're going to get that calendar up also on the website. So I got quite a bit of work to do once I get off of this thing here. And just to stay focused, man, we're not focusing on any people's lower self that's out there, man, because us being who we are, I'm telling you guys, by us doing the right thing, right, and us doing what we do, how we do, some of the things that we come across, bro, it just really lets us know, like, man, let's just keep doing the good work because, man, it's like when lies don't work, they hate. When the hate don't work, they lie. So it's like, yo, I love doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying? And sincerely not having, a crappy past, right? So with that being said, this is amazing. It is awesome also, you know what I mean? So anyhow, sir, what it do, ski Brewski? Any other questions, comments, and/or suggestions?
I'm about to show them the letter G.
Do your thing, bro. I knew it was something. I didn't want to forget something. Yeah, bro. Do it. Share it. Go ahead. Show them that Brother Terrell Tamari Bey. That's what we need to do too. Maybe also we can start having Brother Terrell, do his thing on the so you guys aren't always looking at Sirius. Maybe you bring up Solar Fire and have Brother Terrell actually click through the transits. I don't know. Maybe you can get him to do the animations and stuff. I don't know. I don't want to volunteer, Brother Terrell. Let him think about it.
Maybe. Who knows?
So you do the screen share and then you go through the clicking through the click. Okay, so the next transit, click in the next transit. That would be really great. Let's see.
All right, you got me?
Yeah, I yield, bro. Go ahead. I'm listening. Show that. Because you were pertaining to what I was saying earlier. The G is just a curved arrow.
Is it sharing?
Right? Yeah, true story of Delaware Moor is 1896 is what I see.
So you can see my screen, right? Boom. So look, I was gonna do this.
My man actually got the Swift play on that joint for free.
Hold on, I gotta move this over. Hold up. There's a lot going on here. No, I don't want to do that. I want to move this over so I can do that. I want to move you over like that.
Oh, yeah. This is when you're going over the celestial equator, right ascension and declination demonstrator. Yes. See, it's already 4 hours into right ascension, and that particular star is 60 degrees above the equator. So it will be a northern declination pertaining to the equator. But when a star is on the sun's path, the declination north or south really deals with where the ecliptic is. So between Aries and Libra, all righty, declinations are usually north, and between Libra and Aries, declinations are usually south. At least from my perspective here in the Northern Hemisphere. I be corrected if I made a mistake there, but it's all good. Yeah, that's right. Show them that we got the simulators from University of Nebraska-Lincoln that we give freely in our astrological library when people get the Astrology 101 Workshop 2020. However, it's also available in the Prophet Noble Drew Ali University, which we give access freely to. Even though we took donations when we did those videos. However, in the spirit pertaining to nationality and birthrights and what you really need, you need to know yourself. So really, when it comes to this astrology, after really seeing what's going on, guys, yeah, we're doing what we need to do according to what Prophet Noble Drew Ali has expressly prescribed. So yeah, go and do your thing, Brother Jack. I'm going to be quiet.
I'm sure this is your imagery here. This is specifically your illusion or your direction that we are speaking of.
That's the G that people think, oh yeah, seeing the compass and square, it'd be a G. Well, obviously with your compass, you're doing the circles that you're seeing here. And with your square, you're doing lines. All right. So at the end of the day, and that G is, like I said, a curved arrow, but you think it's a G. Whatever. It deals with the cycle 7, right? 7 days, right? Week, right? Rotation, right? I told you the G is the rotation of the Earth and the direction that the right ascension hours go. And as you go from 0 degrees Aries in the north, like I said, it'll be a north declination. So put that star on the sun's path, which is the purple, right? The purple is the ecliptic. The green is the equator. But when you project the celestial equator out so that we can see what we're doing. So Brother Jag's moving the actual star. He's taking you through the declination. So declination is where a star is in relation to the equator as it's traveling the ecliptic, all righty? When really nothing's really traveling the ecliptic. The sun has its path and we're doing just projections. However, if that star was to go along the ecliptic plane, as a matter of fact, can that be simulated?
No, this doesn't move. This one doesn't move.
Oh no, that's fine. No worries. You don't have to do the simulation. I thought it was like you could do a simulation.
Yeah, this one specifically doesn't move. We do have.
I just wanted you to put the star on the ecliptic. But that's good. Yeah, that's the class action, man. Wow. That's the stuff we put in there, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, these people, they don't really know if they went to some of the early 7 Hill Star videos. Like some of the first 7 Hill Star videos, you guys will see, you know, it being demonstrated. Like I said, I make sure me and my bros have everything.
There's your star on the ecliptic there. So that's your vernal equinox.
Right. You got to install that Swift player first for those people like, hold on, this isn't a drive. I got access to this. I know I had this. If you're watching, you got to install that Swift player first, because the Swift player allows you to play everything within the class action folder pertaining to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln's astronomy simulators. So yeah, I've had this for how many years now, bro? I've been sharing it for about what, 3-4 years? Maybe about 4 years, maybe 3-4 years.
Islam. That's
definitely
for sure.
Yeah.
Islam.
But did you want to go in there while you stopped screen share? I thought you were about to go in.
I was just showing them. I was just showing them the visual. Yeah, that's all. No, they just needed to see it, because what we said, you know, man, no, it's not about being told. You told them we're not talking about, you know, no street shit. You know what I mean? So they like, well, yeah, you are, man, because we say G-check, yo. And it's just like, well, technically.
No, technically. Just making sure we're complete. It's a completion check. Are you on your path? That's what look, there's 3 different ways of identifying where a planet is. And this is why when you really read the Helios Bibliotech and the things that Jesus said in the Bible, it's so astrological, because when you're talking about the way, and when Jesus is talking about the way and the truth and the light and things of that nature, like really, we're talking about right ascension and declaration.
Islam.
We really are. Right. So there's ways you can identify where a planet is. You can identify it in relationship to the ecliptic plane, which is celestial longitude and celestial latitude. However, in reference to the equator, you're dealing with right ascension, how far east within, you know, increments of hours. All righty. So in each hour is 15 degrees. Alrighty, 1 hour is 15 degrees, 2 hours is 30 degrees, right? Because 12 signs, 24 hours, so 15 degrees should be 1 hour. All right, so when you're talking about where a planet is in relation to the equator, when it goes along the equator, that's right ascension. And when and how high above or below the equator, while it's along the ecliptic plane, that planet or that celestial body, that's declination. The third way is in reference to, let's do this. The third way is in reference to the horizon. All righty. So when you're speaking the horizon, right, you're dealing with azimuth. All righty. So azimuth is where on the horizon is the planet. In relationship to the horizon, that's the azimuth. And then how high above the horizon it is the altitude. So when you're really identifying planets, you have to think of which plane you're projecting you on, because there's 5 planes in astrology. There's 5 churches, 5 circles, 5 churches, 5 circles. There's 5 churches, 5 circles, right? Let's give them to you. Again, we already spoke about the ecliptic church, the path, the sun. That's the path of the sun. The equatorial church, that's the equator. The horizontal church, that's the horizon. The meridian church, that's the meridian. And the prime vertical church, that's the prime vertical. And where the prime vertical and the sun path intersects is where you get the VX, the vertex. Where the meridian and the sun's path intersect, that's where you get the midheaven, the medium coeli or medium coeli. Don't call it coeli, that's not proper. Whatever. Some people, you just enunciate, learn it, and then learn the proper application. You know what I mean? But medium coeli is you know, when you go into the Etruscan stuff, so-called Italian stuff, whatever. Etruscan derived, Tuscan derived things. Anywho, in continuing, correct, right? In continuing, where the horizon and the sun's path meet, that's what we call the ascendant. So everything is these different, something's tangent to something else, and it creates a point.
Islam.
5 churches. So when you're talking about the heads of the 5 families and you think it's mafia, think astrology. The ecliptic path family, the ecliptic church, right? The equatorial family, the equatorial church. The horizontal family, the horizon church. The meridian family, the meridian church. The prime vertical family, the prime vertical church. If there's other churches, other spheres, man, put a comment there, you know, make comments, you know, other astrologers out there, you know, we encourage our colleagues within our different astrological associations, you know, comment or whatever, but we're going to go do what we do. And you'll probably, you know, start hearing less about this. Because, you know, we're about to just, you know, we did what we did, man. I mean, I shared these things. I did what I've been doing for 7 years, man. And, you know, my brothers ain't got to go through some of the hardships, you know, because that's what this is about. You know, I had to make it so that people keep struggling. You know, when you find people that's sincere, you know, embrace those that embrace you and really want to see you live. Right? Right. So with that being said, right, let's enjoy ourselves, right? And continue to, you know, just do the right thing in real life. So with that being said, right? I'm trying to tell you, man, you got to honor your ancient foremothers and forefathers so that your days may be long upon the earth land.
Oh shit.
Seriously.
No, seriously though. No, seriously. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. But yeah.
Seriously. And again, fight the temptations. Do not succumb to your symptoms, brothers who are not fully Moorish American or you haven't really considered these things yet.
Oh.
You know? Remember, we train ourselves, so you can't beat us here.
Islam.
And my brother can't beat me here. When I get fired up here, watch out. You know, so. Bro, people have no clue. While you're out chasing the bag, I'm making sure that you can't beat me here. So with that being said, we love you guys. Oh, we love you all so much. Brother Terrell, thank you. Brother Sean Alim L, he's out there making sure everybody is being served properly because he's the man in front of house, right? So with that being said, I'd like to thank you. Brother Terrell, we might need to, I got that Instagram feeling, bro.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. Like, maybe I should strum a little bit and then, yeah.
Let's do the love and relationships thing on Instagram tonight. Right? And see who shows up. Let's see who shows up. You know, we tell the truth for how we do. So not too many people show up, which is really great for us. That's why we hope, you know, quality people show up. We're not looking for your Boonquishas and Pookies and Ray Rays. We want people that are really being sincere about really studying and learning, man. We're not here to really cater to yourself. Yeah, and anybody that's, you know, taking on L or Bay, but they're still Negro black colored in their actions, you know, that's why I said, look who's actually supporting us, man. So it's shout out to Brother Cujo L, you know, that, it's always our people, bro. You're never having any real problem with the European, actually. I know, I get it. So anyway. Yeah.
It's always your own people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They think they know you. So when you change your character, when you sharpen your conduct,
when you correct your character.
Yeah. It's like, no. I don't want you to do that. Yeah. So that's their problem though. Let's all just unify and be ourselves. And then when everyone's being themselves, what's the problem?
I think we literally went 3 hours just today, bro. So people, dang, it's 3 hours long. Hey, it's not my fault that most.
Did we really go three? We didn't go 3 hours.
I think we did. Wow. Human beings' attention span, we know, is 8 seconds, and a goldfish's attention span is 9 seconds. So we hope you guys that are sincere studiers and you're sincere about really, expanding your mind and edifying yourself for real. Make sure you just take notes. You know what I mean? Just let this play in the background. Because 9 times out of 10, we didn't just go in on the astrology. We also go in on our culture and how we're really supposed to be presenting ourselves and how we're supposed to be speaking to ourselves, especially when you're national for real, when you're a free white person such as myself and Brother Terrell Tamari Bey, Brother Sean Alim, Brother Corey Bey, and Brother Benjamin Bey. That's our status. Our status is free white person. It's not nothing mean here. All righty. And we're going to continue to be ourselves in harmony with our truth A1, because that's what we are, our general and permanent character, according to Title 22, United States Code, Chapter 2, subsections 141 and 143, pertaining to our general and permanent character, Zodiac Constitution, and Moorish nationality card. All righty. So that's what it is. Go and check the Library of Congress. That's who we are. That's what we stand for. And that's what we're always going to be. All righty. So for those that don't comprehend that, that don't understand that, be sincere and go study, or you're just a bigot, a believing bigot. All righty. So with that being said, guys, don't be a believing bigot. Get some real knowledge and information. All righty. Because fools and babies believe. All righty. So let's get some real knowledge and information. All righty. So with that being said, and saying that lovingly, because it's not too many other people that's going to tell you the truth like me. Not really. Usually people do things for financial security and financial advancement. They don't tell the truth. They'll do things that's financially suitable for them. So, sellouts don't talk like this. They don't speak like this.
Islam.
All right. Be clear. So with that being said, shout out to all the personality mimickers out there. Find your own personality. Don't mimic ours or Kevin Samuels's. Find your own. Stay in your lane. And we're in full life. So that's why we're free white persons. Like, we only deal with the human race. We don't get in colors and stuff like that either. So, so if you're offended, stop watching this. But if you like the truth, because the truth is stern and don't change and it don't pass away, and you can actually deal with the truth, right? Then continue, man. 7heelstar.com. Go and subscribe. I would bring up the website, but guys, you already know what it is. You see the work that we do where we are. We're going to keep doing the work. We have nothing to prove. The proof is in the work. We've already done the work, and it's everywhere. The work that's been done is everywhere. And this is after listening to Moors that have done this work for 40 years before I even declared and proclaimed my nationality, 30 years before I even declared and proclaimed my nationality. I just saw the work where it can be continued and expanded, and that's what we taking on, right? So I'm gonna say my namastes. Namaste. Islam, Islam, Islam.
Peace.
No, you didn't, bro. Yo, I gotta end this, yo. You're hilarious, bro. Seriously.